York City, 6 a.m. An out-of-control satellite radio show is being broadcasted to millions of Americans.
Here we go. Here's the bit.
At the controls, Greg Hughes, a father.
I would love to say we have the best job in America.
Anthony Cumia, an alcoholic.
It could be the best thing ever.
And Jim Norton, a comedian.
Out loud laughs.
How do we explain the show? We should start there.
Oh, here it is.
The three men make up the Opie and Anthony Show, a popular radio program known for its cringe style of entertainment and having very few limits.
Oh, shit. This is a freak show.
Why would anybody want to come on this show as a guest?
Under the right circumstances, something weird could happen.
I don't give a fuck.
Laugh out loud funny.
Which I love. That's what I love.
In the past, they have been accused of multiple FCC violations and have even gotten their show suspended from satellite radio.
Because when you listen to our show, you know what you get. You know what we are.
Everything has to do with cock or balls. You know, the jokes all end up talking about cock and balls. You're a waste of life.
Fucking listeners, go fucking die. Excuse me.
Everything you are about to hear is real. Real people, real excitement.
Wow.
Get ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Once again, Stacy Keach with the intro. Thank you.
And isn't that great?
That thing is getting rave reviews. Holy
Keach.
crap. And then you get our voices.
Hi, good morning.
Our weak little voices.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
We'll never get a phone call to do a cartoon voice, right?
Not the Stacy Keach voiceovers.
Hell no.
Those things are great. I remember him from a little show in the 70s called Kareeb. Kareeb.
He talked about Kareeb.
Did he talk about Kareeb?
Oh, you weren't here
Yeah.
when he was in. That's right. Yeah.
No.
He talked about the Kareeb.
Kareeb. It was him in the Caribbean.
I think he joked about it, right? I don't think he thought that was one of his better projects.
Really? Did anyone remember it? Or was
No.
it just like, oh, Kareeb.
We talked about Mike Hammer.
Mike Hammer. That was a good one,
and
too.
his new show, Lights Out.
Lights
That's all we
Out.
know. And a
New
little
one.
And a little Up in Smoke.
That's right.
We did the basics with the Stacy Keach interview.
He was a genius in Up in Smoke. It endeared him with the younger crowd.
He certainly was no George Wendt.
Well.
I want another shot at George Wendt.
Or Lou Grant.
Oh, I like Lou. Yeah.
Oh, please. He
I love the
hated you.
Lou. I wanted him to hate me. He was such a smug asshole
Job
that
well
day.
done.
Well, I've adjusted because at NEW I used to just go after everyone, and then me and you realized, oh, fuck, no one wants to do our show.
No one wants to come on.
So now I pick my spots, and he deserved the beating he got in Vegas or L.A., wherever the fuck
He was a
we
lovely
were.
man.
Lou?
Yeah.
Lou was an asshole.
Oh, he was very nice.
And Lou believes in some 9/11 crap.
Yeah.
Hey, we never
of course.
played that disc. If E-Rock could find that, I think he took it back. But
He does. He believes in that shit.
he was on Adam Carolla's podcast, and he's a truther.
Well, good thing.
Good old
for the
Lou.
truthers.
Lou's
Keeps us,
a truther.
keeps us gatekeepers in check.
You think he's liberal?
Just a little bit. Yeah.
He says-
he?
He's operating on the 1 yard line.
He definitely is.
I'm obsessed with that because Chris Matthews said he operates on the 40.
40.
He's just
so
to the left.
Full of shit.
So if he's just to the left, then a Lou Grant is on the goal line, I guess, trying to punch it in.
He doesn't operate on the 40. Too bad there's not a 70.
Yeah.
He's not on the 40, Chris Matthews.
Hey,
He's
man,
lying.
he told me he operates on the 40, so I believe him.
40. Please.
You want to hear Ed Asner? I mean,
I'd love to.
I don't know what the fuck we're going to start doing on the show today, so we might as well.
I like hearing Ed Asner talk about this horse shit.
From the Adam Carolla podcast. We've been meaning to play this for a while, and here you go. Ed says he thinks 9/11 was a conspiracy.
Ed, what do you think?
You're going to get him started. You're going to get him started on that.
Not one Jew in the building?
Okay.
What's going on? Conspiracy? Really? What's up, Ed?
What do you know?
Go ahead.
No, I just believe it.
What's the conspiracy part?
What's the conspiracy part?
Yeah, I mean that you believe in. Matt, you want to go out in the parking lot and put your head
They
on
did
the
it to go
pillow?
to war? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, these are all facts which are out there. If people would only take the time to stop and
Let's hear
it. Rob Schneider said, Ed, I thought you'd know better. But I don't think he's exempted by any means, and so I preach it.
What? Let's hear it.
No high-rise has ever gone down by fire.
I love that gag.
Those buildings fell at the rate of gravity in 10 seconds flat.
All the shit.
So
Or close to it.
Can we do a speed round, though, please?
It's just all of
the
this.
listeners have heard this over
I know,
and over
I
again.
know.
But the speed round.
It's all the same
Debunk
shit.
that really fast in less than a minute.
No high-rise has ever been brought down by fire. How about a high-rise that was completely based on steel and its structural integrity, and the fact that the fire was hot enough to soften it, not melt it into liquid. It didn't turn into fucking Terminator 2, but it was soft enough where it buckled. The weight of the building itself brought the building down.
And that fathead, Rosie O'Donnell believes the same shit.
Of course. Fire can't, she said, fire can't melt metal. It's
Right.
like, how do you think they make metal, you dumb fatty? They use fire to melt it and then form it into fucking I-beams
Into
and
shit.
shit.
Fire
You
can melt
dunce.
anything. Hot
Of
enough
course
fire
it
can melt anything.
Yes. How about the sun? Do you think the sun can melt? The sun has fire all over it. The sun's on fire.
Very good. All right, Ed Asner moves on.
I like the way this guy thinks. And did he serve in the military? The Civil War.
He's Boo Grant.
I hate Lou Grant now.
Oh, he's all right. He's just old. He sounds
can't-
so old.
He does. He's just
He's
out of
funny
touch.
too in
And
MTM.
he's quoting every one of these, already been debunked 800 times. Facts.
Whoa, he wasn't funny on MTM.
Maritime Morning sure was.
Oh, yeah,
He was
pretty
more of a
good.
straight
Fun.
guy
Oh,
there,
I know.
wasn't he?
No, he was great.
Ted Knight was hilarious.
Yes,
He had
but
some great
Betty White
different
was
ways of
hilarious.
just
Yes.
But the way he would dismiss Ted and shit was hysterical.
Yeah.
He'd pull that whiskey bottle out of his desk drawer and just let Mary ramble on about an idea and then just tell her no
I
and
thought
have
he
her
would-
walk out of the office.
Dude, he was
It
hilarious.
was really funny in that.
Hey, girl, you're spunky. Thank you. I hate spunk.
Spunk.
I might have to go back and watch the MTM.
Yeah, he was great.
Murray was the one who had nothing. Murray.
Yeah, he threw out an occasional stupid line.
Yeah.
He Gavin McLeod had shit.
Murray was just the proverbial straight guy, the other guy they needed in the room.
And
Well-
Rhoda.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
Rhoda.
Yeah, this video is doing well, man. Somebody filmed. It's all over the place. You'll find. Maybe I'll tweet it.
Oh, look out.
This fucking. I think it's outside Pittsburgh. Very, very steep little side street that I guess people use in the morning to
Packed
commute.
with ice.
Packed with ice, and somebody just sat there with a camera watching one dummy after another go over the top of this hill, realizing it's a sheet of ice, and then just sliding all the way down the hill. Look at this guy. He's trying to put a cone up.
He's trying to put a cone
So-
up. That's a good idea.
So other people won't go down the road.
Those are always great pieces of footage. I love watching sliding cars.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why.
Absolutely.
I have like
for hours.
I have like an inner conflict watching that. Like one part of me wants to laugh like really hard, but then the other part of me wants to say, "What a fucking asshole! Go out there and fucking help these people.
Well-
Stand on the apex of the hill and be like, no, it's ice."
Fuck that. He's getting some good vid.
The guy filming was definitely way too far away because he zoomed out and his.
You could say,
yeah. And then they showed a guy trying to get up the hill and he's just sliding backwards. I think he finally got
love
up
that.
there to basically say, "Stop coming down this fucking hill." All right, back to Ed Asner from the Adam Carolla podcast, 9/11 Truther. Ed Asner.
Here's Ed as somebody who's done a little.
I don't want to
building.
take away.
Nah, go ahead.
No.
No, this is interesting.
Good. And I just want to see Matt squirm anyway. No, seriously, because here's how I know it to have happened. The I-beams that this thing is built of, they put fire retardant material on these I-beams. If you go into an underground parking structure and you look up, you see something that looks like it's had acoustic cottage cheese stuff blown all over it. Well, that's fire retardant because steel does melt at a fairly low temperature, and they put fire. Now, I had heard, Ed, that when the impact of the plane knocked a lot of that stuff off of these beams, and then when the Jet A fuel started burning, the beams melted. But to that, you would say what?
Bullshit.
Really? Well, then who's behind it then?
We'll never know from the type of
Well, who do you
investigation
think
that-
is behind it?
I think that there is a certain area of government which probably participated in this.
Participated
tied-
in what way? Turn a
Well,
blind eye or actually participated?
Well,
I mean,
the
in a more
planes couldn't
proactive
have
way.
brought them down by themselves.
Bombs,
So you're
maybe?
saying that there were explosives,
Explosives, yes.
in the building?
Yeah. Why did Building 7 come down?
You mean the one that was not one of the World
That's
Trade?
right.
Centers?
100 yards away from the Twin Towers.
That one came down as well. Well, why would that one come down?
Well, I don't know.
But, I mean, they put explosives in that one?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, 300 feet away is not that big when
He
you're
said
talking.
300. He said 1,000 yards, isn't it?
I think he said 100 yards.
He said 100 yards.
Yeah, 300 feet. Not that far away when two aircraft hit two giant buildings and fuel and debris and everything else fly out all over the fucking place. Yeah, the building got severely
Plus,
damaged.
Wouldn't there be some shaking going on?
A little shaking, a whole lot of shaking going on.
You know what they
Which
forget?
could cause some structural damage, possibly.
Yeah.
It's the beams that were. It's not just the beams melting. Is they were hanging. The beams were built where the floors would hang on the outer beams and they only had like one. What do they call it? They would hang by.
Yeah, like a flange.
All right, one flange. Had they had two, they said they might have withstood it.
Well,
but
why
they
didn't
only
they
had
put two
one.
flanges in?
Because who expected
my
that
God.
to happen?
I don't want to
Buildings
know
were
that-
there for a while.
Flange holding up a floating floor. Do we have one flange in this building?
No, but there was a lot of them. But I mean, if they had all been doubled,
Right.
They said it might. But once that buckled a little bit in the flange and it snapped, then there was the whole thing, kind of like an erector set, opened and fell. It's not that
house of
complicated.
cards?
Yes, I've said that many times. I was yelling that on 9/12. They called me the House of Cards kid.
You ever build a house of cards when you were little?
Oh, of course.
See how high you could get it?
Me and my friend jerked off in one.
Oh,
There was two ways to do it, too. There was the very hard way when you were a kid, which is just take the cards and try to build a house out of it. Mm-hmm. And there was the cheating way where you bent the card in the middle and built it and angered your parents because they couldn't now play pinochle.
That was the game of choice at your house?
I hated pinochle because there were always pinochle decks around the house, and you wanted to play like 21 as a kid or any other game kids play. And it was just all fucking face cards. What is this? Pinochle. This stinks.
I don't even know how you play pinochle.
I don't either.
Or is it pinochle?
All I remember is a bunch of my parents and their friends, and they're drunk, and they're just like drinking and throwing cards down on the table and going like real hard, throwing it down, going, pshka!
Yo.
Just like, da! That's my memory of my parents playing cards with their friends, flapping the card down and going, psh, ah!
Were they playing for money?
Who knows?
Maybe they were playing to swap
Playing a
lives and
swing.
stuff.
They were playing a swing.
Yeah.
I have no idea what was going on back then. I don't know.
If I win this game, I get your wife.
I swear we're swinging. We're swinging.
More Ed Asner as a truther on the Adam Carolla podcast.
But, Ed, don't you... Here's the way I feel about our government. I don't feel like they're good enough to pull this off. And I feel like they're always talking. There's somebody talking at some point. Like, I'll give you an example. You know, when we went in, when Bush said, hey, Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction, and thus that is our excuse to roll in there and take that place over. And then later on, we found out, well, it turns out he didn't have any of the WMDs. So why did we find out there were no weapons of mass destruction if our government is good at doing conspiracies? Wouldn't somebody said, hey, dig a hole in the desert, put a couple of barrels of mustard gas in there, and then Bush is not going to look like an asswipe, and then we're not going to look like asswipes for declaring war on a country because they had weapons of mass destruction that we never found. How come we couldn't even pull off that simple task?
Can you pause that right there? 'Cause that's an amazing argument. I've said that for a long time, and I don't mean to say it's an amazing because I've said it, but it's like such a common sense thing. And I had that was kind of my point with the guy who's the guy in Dallas who we like, but is
in Dallas,
conspiracy guy from Texas, where he's from.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Oh, Alex.
I was like asking about that, but I was kind of asking about why not just do this? If they're so amazing they can pull this off,
they could pull off 9/11 without a hitch. And make everybody believe this, except for the certain few privileged, intelligent people that don't think it ever happened.
And to this day, no one has talked.
Yeah. Why not be able to just, in the middle of a desert that we now control, utterly and completely control, fly in some real nasty shit, bury it, like Adam Carolla was saying, dig it up and go, ah-ha!
Here we go.
Oh, cocktail time, huh? Harvey! Harvey! Cocktail time. When he came in and saw the two drinks, Oh, cocktail time.
Best line probably in TV shows ever. Gee, I never knew Davy Crockett was so fat.
And he couldn't say anything because he was so wrong.
And the kid was so small.
Having sleepies in his eyes still, and he's just like, ew, fat man.
But how perfectly delivered on live TV did that little kid hit that out of the park?
Perfect.
I never knew Davy Crockett was so fat.
Show still funny. Pow.
Well, there you go. Adam makes the same point there.
Yeah.
Let's see what Ed says.
Oh, he's got to come back.
Because it wasn't the same department of government.
Was it different?
Yeah.
The ones that aren't good at conspiracy.
That's right.
Don't you feel, though, that somebody's going to pop up on 60 Minutes?
No,
at
they
some
die
point?
too easily.
Oh, really?
The one.
He is insane with this. Like this is, and he's one of the worst arguers about this I've ever heard.
He's very bad.
This is like I've heard some of these fucking truthers, man, where at least they have some kind of answer for it, even if it's the one you heard 1,000 times, the one you can dispel. Ed's just like, well, it's a different secret branch of the government. Oh, really? I like how Adam threw that one in. Oh, the one that's not good at conspiracies. Wouldn't they put the bestest conspiracy branch of the government on the burying WMDs? I think they would.
And finally, one more from Ed Asner.
To what's the upside of this? To be able to declare war?
That certainly helps.
But is there an easier way to do that? I mean, like I said, just plant some WMDs somewhere and gas a couple locals
and kill 3,000 people.
Well, no, I'm saying why go
and launch it in sufficient numbers.
I feel like we've started wars over less.
We have, but I think the people, in all of their stupidity, have gotten a little smarter. So you can't easily pull a Gulf of Tonkin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so
it's got to be on a bigger scale.
Vietnam.
And the lying has to be bigger. The two chiefs of the 9/11 Commission have both stated that the CIA did not completely inform them, that they were denied information.
Yeah, exactly.
And
my bottom
line in all of this is that this country, which is the greatest, strongest country that ever existed in the world in terms of power, supposedly had a defense which could not be penetrated all these years, waiting for the Russians.
See?
No.
They cannot handle the
But
fact it was
all
penetrated.
of that was eradicated by 19 Saudi Arabians, supposedly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of whom who didn't even know how to fly. One of the one that supposedly flew into the Pentagon did a 180-degree turn, which experienced pilots say can't be done.
Yeah, right. Exactly. He couldn't fly. That's why. He couldn't fly. It was supposed to hit the fucking White House or the Capitol, dummy.
Might have just got lucky.
Yeah. And that's another thing, the luck factor.
There might have been
There's so
some
many
luck involved.
luck
Who knows?
factors and just shit that happens.
But they still only pulled it off 75%.
Yeah.
The last one fell.
The last one fell.
People forget, like, the passengers took the... Once people knew what was happening,
Yeah,
the passengers took the last flight. That, like,
oh, you think that happened?
Was there?
They flew to Cleveland, were let off, and they're on vacation somewhere in Costa Rica.
You think there might have been a few guys that just chickened out, too?
Said, fuck this.
Fuck this.
Allah, I'm out of here.
I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the rest of this flight.
Allah, fuck it.
Yeah, Allah, fuck it.
there was only Zacharias Musai who was convicted. It was the 20th. I mean, that was it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
these guys were committed, man.
There you go.
There's one chilling scene in some show about the hijackers. It was a movie from their point of view. Not about, like, that they were right, but just showing you what they went, like, their process that day and how they got on the planes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the one guy just called his girlfriend. It was chilling. And she was a white girl.
Right. Yep.
And he's like, I love you. I love you. I love you. And she's like, what do you say? What? I love you. It was really creepy. And then he gets on a plane and fucking... But, she was like an American girl. A lot of these guys dated American chicks.
Of course they did.
It's chilling.
Where are the
With
American
their chicks,
chicks that
not
they
hot.
dated? They ever come out of the woodwork?
Yeah, I mean, they've been talked to. They had nothing to do with it. They were just chicks who liked big dick, I guess. And these guys apparently provided it.
Well, there you go.
I know, right?
Yeah.
There you go. That's how we start today. Ed Asner. I don't know why.
Dumb Ed.
We kind of got to Ed Asner today, right?
Yeah.
From the Stacy Keach intro.
I'm glad.
But there's no argument. He had nothing. Like he's just saying things like, "How could they have?" That's not possible.
Branch of the government. What? Who? Where? What are they doing now? Is it still in existence? Where are they?
Yeah, somebody would have updated their Facebook status with, hey, I was,
Right. I was the guy.
I was one of the guys.
Oh, no, wait, according to that, sure, 2 of them are flying for Saudi Arabia Airlines.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like,
Yeah, right. That's kind of a cool gig.
Like, wow, you're the guys that they used to pull off the big conspiracy in the U.S. Yeah, working for $75K a year here.
Yeah, this is great.
You're not.
Well, there you have it.
Such a crap.
What else is going on? Regis is retiring. We kind of broke that yesterday when it hit. And he's not sick or anything, right? He's just retiring.
I don't know. No one's saying anything except he's just saying he's done at the end of the summer, I guess.
Maybe his contract's up and it's just time to step away.
You think maybe a force out?
He's 79.
You think maybe a force out? They're looking, going
maybe the
like,
ratings are dropping slightly.
They're like, if we get some young buck in here.
Who, though?
With Kelly Ripa.
Because she's hot and she's, you
Yeah.
know.
And Regis is, I got to tell you, and we've talked about this in the past, it's Regis's show, you know, that's what it is, but that guy's pretty out of touch as far as, like, this century especially, and probably the second half of the last century.
Not as bad as Larry King was at the end, though.
No.
Maybe he wants to avoid all that horse shit.
Maybe you saw Larry and was like, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, I want to step out.
What the hell's a computer? I don't even know how to work it. The foot pedal doesn't work, and my coffee cup holder won't come out. That old gag. I love the coffee cup holder.
What was that?
That was your disc drive.
Oh.
When you hit it and it comes out, look, it's complete with a cup holder and a sewing machine foot pedal. I love it.
What was the foot pedal?
The mouse.
Oh, the
Put it on the
mouse.
floor and step on it. I don't know. It's not doing anything. What's this little arrow? Oh, my God, I clicked something. It's hardcore pornography. I love it. He certainly would.
What happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
I was just going to start riffing, but it's just too early.
Oh.
All right. When you're ready to riff, you do that.
I was at a site. I love it.
Yeah.
You know little animals, hamsters?
Love hamsters.
There's a whole site dedicated to them. X-Hamster. I love it. I'm going there later. And my favorite color's red. And I go to RedTube. It's marvelous. I click on the little topics on the side. Trannies! Give me a little click through here. This is wonderful. I love the teens. You ever see teens? Oh, look, somebody sent me an email. How do I get this? Look, a link. Regis, you gotta click this. Very important, okay? What the hell is a meat spin? I was invited to a lemon party. And a pumping party with Gelman.
I heard they referenced Lemon Party over the weekend. Was it The Simpsons, Family Guy, one of them?
I think The Simpsons.
Was it The Simpsons?
About Lemon Party, right? Yeah.
Maybe if we could find that, because Lemon Party is a classic.
Took them long enough.
Classic, huh?
Took them long enough.
Yeah, I know. They seem to be a little behind these days.
I guess shit has to get really, really, like, known before they pop it on, or else people will be like, what?
Of course, E-Rock goes, it's The Simpsons. E-Rock is the last remaining Simpsons fan.
Yeah.
Everyone else gave up on that show, I don't know, turn of this fucking decade.
Pretty much. Yeah. I
You
might
still like
catch
The
it every
Simpsons,
so
E-Rock?
Yeah, I still watch it. I still like it. It's
Homer makes him feel good about himself.
it's my idol.
Has it fallen off at all, or is it still funny?
It's fallen off for many years.
Has it?
Yeah. After season 12, it kind of.
Season 12?
Has South Park fallen off like that, or no? They stay consistently edgy, right?
South Park's getting
gotten
better.
Better since the first season.
Absolutely.
What year is that in now? It's got to be 12 years, right? 15 years?
South
I
Park.
think it's in its 14th season.
Holy
That's about right.
shit.
My ex liked it, and that was, I remember dating in 99. Like, that's how, fuck, man.
That's
I was
right.
annoyed at it for liking a cartoon.
We were in Boston when that started, and that's a long time ago at this point.
Yeah.
How many guys write that? It's not just Matt and Trey, right?
I'm sure they get a whole...
It's Matt and Trey and I think like 2 or 3 other people.
Yeah. Is this worth playing?
Yeah, those guys are good.
It's a quick chuckle.
All right. The Simpsons referencing Lemon Party, one of our favorite things on the show. Go ahead there.
Hey, Smithers, I didn't know you were a geezer pleaser. Having a lemon party?
Oh, a good old-fashioned lemon party. I call first squeeze.
Sir, we are way past your bedtime.
What do you think's better? You guys, well, I've seen only a couple of each. South Park or The Simpsons?
South Park.
I love South Park.
Yeah.
It's just funnier, right?
Yeah.
I like The Simpsons, but I loved South Park.
Simpsons was good for what it was when it was. It's just
of course.
Simpsons is just kind of over now.
Like
It kind of started with The Simpsons in a way, right?
They still skewer stuff, though, right?
Oh yeah,
they do. It's just you could. I mean, you could watch. I mean, Eric will back me up on this. I mean, I think you could watch The Simpsons in any like 3 or 4 year chunks, and it's a completely different show each time.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does evolve over the years.
I go Family Guy, South Park, Simpsons.
Where's your cartoon go?
Well, as far as the big three go.
I don't know any of them.
You don't know Family Guy?
No, I know. Like, I've seen moments and they were funny. The moments I've seen were funny.
Peter Griffin's one of the funniest fucking cartoon characters ever. Ever.
That's debated a lot. People either love fucking Family Guy or hate it.
I like Peter Griffin over Homer.
Somebody made a really good point about Family Guy to me, and I can't watch it the same way anymore. Like, I don't love it as much anymore now because I always think about it. And
They told you it was a cartoon?
No, someone said, Family Guy, they do make jokes and stuff, but a lot of times what they're saying, it's not so much that it's funny. They just kind of say, hey, remember this happened?
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to go, oh, yeah, nostalgia. That's really funny, and laugh about it. Like, they'll reference The Hulk, or they'll reference, just some old movie or some 80s movie, and you go, all right, yeah, that happened.
Reminds me of that time I was watching Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, but
then they'll be in front of the TV watching Gone with the Wind,
but
and then go back. It's like, what just happened? So?
It's like it wasn't like a real funny joke or anything, but that's, and a lot of people criticize Family Guy for that, but I can't talk shit. I still watch it all the time, so.
South Park did a whole episode making fun of Family Guy, saying that all their writers was just two manatees in a tank, and they would take a noun and a verb in a situation and move the balls around, and that's what they wrote the story on.
It's pretty good.
I don't know what their stories are. Oh, I guess their stories are...
Because there's so many cutaways, they can't have a scene without... I think that it was a big deal once because Family Guy did a whole episode without ever doing a cutaway. Like, because they just go to these random non sequiturs all the time.
Yeah.
And that's become Family Guy.
Okay.
What ruined Family Guy for me was our interview with Seth MacFarlane. He's like a fucking wet sponge.
But he was really good on that fucking Hasselhoff roast.
Was he?
Yeah, I think he did a great job hosting.
I think he might be one of those guys, and we come across him from time to time. They don't really respect radio. So they're like, they just wake up, roll out of bed, like, oh, yeah, I'll get this dumb 3-minute, 5-minute interview out of the way.
Maybe.
He's not so much of a morning guy.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Why would he put his fist in his mouth and tilt his head back?
Because I think he likes to drink a lot of Jack Daniels.
Hey, man, you would become a hardcore drinker if you had a ticket for one of those fucking planes.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you go through
one
life?
of the 9/11 planes?
He was supposed to be on one of the 9/11 planes.
Yeah.
He's got the ticket to this day.
I guess his government work is a little more important now, if you see what I mean, which you can't.
I would start a heroin habit, no problem.
Or
how the fuck do you go through life knowing you were supposed to be on the plane? And what was the deal? He got stuck in traffic or something like
just
that?
running late.
Whoops.
I wonder if it was drinking or whatever that made him sleep late. Who knows?
Ah, see.
But then every day is like a promised day. It's like I hate to say gift. It's corny.
Is that how it works?
But it's like if you see something that would have absolutely been your death. Like, you're like, hey, if I had walked out a minute earlier, that safe would have fallen on me.
But what year are you living at? They're bringing a safe through a window?
They absolutely do, yes.
With fucking block and tackle?
They do that all the time on my block.
Black and white people. Oh, the ice delivery man could be walking up the stairs with a block of ice for your refrigerator.
And there's a dog with a little black eye, and they're raising a piano as well.
Yes. A no blacks allowed sign could fall on your heads.
Yes, but if you're in certain areas of Long Island, in Nassau County.
And this is the music that has to play every time.
I tried to
You're
cross the street.
delivering a safe.
That Model T. The Model T almost hit me.
Auga!
Yes, thank God I heard the auga. Jesus, Jimmy. A fucking safe could have fallen
and there's
on you.
cobblestones fallen. Just want to riff.
I love that. Ah, yes.
No, whatever the dumb example is. Or I would have been killed. Like, whatever argument you can have it yourself. Even a car accident. Like, if I had gone, I would have had that accident. But you never know, because if there's 4 of you or 5 of you in the car, you could have said, look, stop, I got to piss. But on a plane, you can't convince yourself. Know that's what would have happened.
Yeah.
So it's like, you should be dead.
Unless he'd have been the big hero and saved everybody.
Yeah, maybe that's what he thinks every day.
Come on.
I would have been the guy.
He could have entertained the hijackers with his Stewie impression.
Sure.
They'd have been like, I love Stewie. This is great. What the fuck?
You're the voice of Stewie?
Yeah.
Fuck, I love that show.
We cannot kill him.
Wow, what a weird start to the show. It's good though.
It starts.
How the fuck
That's
are we
how
talking
it
about
works.
Lemon Party on
you
the
turn
Simpsons?
the key. You turn the key. It just
See what
starts
happens.
up.
Betty White is 89. Her birthday just happened,
and she looks it. Let's calm down about Betty White.
89 years
Oh,
old.
Betty White.
Wow, I love Betty White.
She's funny, whatever. But you
They're
guys
overusing her, but
Don't
so
talk
what?
about anything being sexy with her.
She's not sexy.
Anything. You said she looks good.
Meaning that she's still very funny, and she's still like
she is very funny.
She's not a doddering idiot. She's still really good.
Fucker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Out of respect
for the story.
Oh yeah.
Out of respect.
You would have to
for her work.
Yeah, of course.
Respect.
Not everything's a sexy scene, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to do it.
Just do it.
James Earl Jones is 80. I'm just babbling. Sorry.
James Earl Jones is 80.
Yeah, there's a picture of him blowing out a candle on stage after driving Miss Daisy, and Vanessa Redgrave.
He's doing that on Broadway.
I think so with her.
80 years old. Huh?
80.
All right, here's one. Well, if we're doing fucking birthdays,
Darth Vader's 80.
Bingo Lodge.
Dolly Parton is 65. She should be way older than that.
She looks it.
I was a little fucking kid watching her on Johnny Carson and all that. She's got to be older than 65. Come on.
Let me see.
She's padding that age.
In 1970.
Did someone put Robert Palmer's birthday down here?
I know, I saw that.
Who the fuck made this up?
Who did that?
We lost to Robert Palmer.
It's like, who cares how old he would have been? He's not one of those guys like, how old he would have been.
He would have been 62, but we lost him a couple years ago.
And then after that birthday, you would put, like, when he died and shit, and how old he was then.
Travis is alerting me that he's made a boo-boo.
Travis. Maybe it's not the same one. Maybe it's...
Oh, let's do it.
Maybe it's the hockey player.
Let's see if there's another Robert Palmer up there.
He probably meant Arnold Palmer.
By the way, Saeed from Lost, there's a picture of him. Naveen Andrews is dating Barbara Hershey. He's 42. She's 62.
He's dating a 62-year-old
He's been with her for a while. Yeah, long-time girlfriend.
I saw Barbara Hershey on an airplane coming back from Los Angeles once.
How'd she look?
She looked pretty good.
That's old, though.
I got to tell you, she is old. But you know what? She, I guess, dyes her hair black or whatever it is, brown.
Yeah, but her pussy smells like vinegar.
It
has to.
It's got to.
It has to have
Yeah,
that.
that's
like fucking,
old. That's old school.
You're fucking making pickles.
I don't know. One of these days, maybe I'll know what that old pussy smells like. God forbid. Because I don't know. What is it? What happens when it gets all dried and tuckered out?
I never made it into the 40s my entire life.
There you go.
I'm trying to think.
That's a
I
champ.
think I came close.
Never made it into the 40s.
I think I came close when I was in Rochester. I had a little fling with the business manager, and I was like 20. What was I, like 23, 24? And I think she was.
Yeah, pushing at least.
She was pushing.
Pushing at least.
We had a little thing going on.
Yeah.
That was the closest I came to a 40-year-old, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably she was probably like 30. That's the scary part.
Ew. Danny had a 20-year-old. Wait. Danny's 20. She was 42. And she had an 18-year-old son. Oh,
that kind of rocks.
Who I desperately tried to avoid at all costs.
Yeah, no shit. How embarrassing is that? How you doing? So if you want to hang out, then I'll go fuck your mom.
There were some awkward times where, we would take his car.
Did he know?
I don't know. I don't want to know what he knew.
Oh, that is
he had to know.
Embarrassing.
I don't know.
And awkward.
It was not.
Do you know when I did the Vale Festival in '95? I was like how old I was, and there was a bartender. She was glasses, an older woman, and she had a 19-year-old son, and we had some weird connection. And I took her into this back spa area, which was closed, and I fucked her without a bag, standing up. And I said to her, I'm like, do you really have a 19-year-old son? While I was fucking her, she goes, yeah. And I came at just how much older she was.
Wow.
It was so dirty. She got it, though. She got it.
That is
hot. She was great.
I'd rather have a parent that's closer to my age than a child that's closer to my age. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, I am.
It's like, okay, how old are you? I don't know if I believe it or not. I don't know if I've hit that mark yet to where the parent is my age or younger than me. I don't think I've hit that.
I always dated younger because I'm just an immature dick.
Yeah, I'm immature, and there's plenty of time if you live to step it up a notch. Once you're 90, I mean, you're gonna have to step up the age limit there.
It all started when I was in high school. None of the girls my age wanted me. I was like immature for my fucking age, and when I finally became a senior, all the 10th
Senior. No, you're not 65.
All right.
Oh,
and
in
all
school.
the 10th graders all of a sudden wanted me, and that's when it began.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my first year of college wasn't that great because once again all the girls were my age.
I wonder if it's because I lost my virginity so early that I just perpetuating the whole thing. Think that could be it?
What do you mean?
That I'm not into girls like, my own age and
Part
shit.
of it is, I think part of it is, that they're very sexy. Girls are sexy when they're 25 years old, 20 years old. I mean, they're hot.
Yeah, the sexy part is a part of it.
It's also a lack of wanting to grow up, I think. For myself, too. Like,
it is not!
See, exactly.
It is not!
Like, they're your adult. But it's weird. It's almost like women who are like 19, 20, whatever they don't expect a lot out of you.
I'm talking 15, 16.
Oh, please, you think I'm not thinking that as I'm saying it? I'm just trying to be,
talking code.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like 20 is 13 on Carvel's ice cream.
I have found older women sexy and all that, but
Yeah. There's a few out there.
I mean, when I was single, when we were off the air, and my sister set me up with someone my age that liked to play golf. It was the worst afternoon.
It sounds horrible.
It was the worst afternoon of my life because she was all excited because it was a blind date, and my sister really talked me up to her, and vice versa. And I'm on the putting green, and here comes this middle-aged woman in a golf attire.
Oh God!
And I'm like, and my sister.
Want a putter, Jer?
I either called her or she called me. Like, well, what do you think? She was all excited for me. I'm like, are you fucking out of your mind? What's wrong with you?
Was she wearing a little golf skirt?
Yes.
Like she was trying to sassy it up.
Nancy
for you?
Lopez.
And then she brought two of her friends
on a date.
Well, it was supposed to be this
yelling.
Cock and Block.
It was supposed to be this casual. It was supposed to be this casual thing, and by the end of it, because I like golf, she likes golf.
Yeah.
Then maybe we'd exchange numbers, and then all of a sudden, like the two girls take a cart. Now I have to walk with her, and we had a nice day. I wasn't
nice. You should have just made jokes at every ball washer.
Right.
How old was she?
I wasn't a dick to her. She was in her 40s.
What the fuck? It makes me angry.
Or late 30s. I don't know.
Boo.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Boo.
No, she was probably late 30s.
Did you hit her between the first and second hole? That old gag. I love that joke.
And then I have to wait for her, and then we have to walk up the fairway together, and we're just having small talk. And I did the right thing. I wasn't a dick.
Yeah.
And then we awkwardly walk out to our cars. It was Crab Meadow.
Oh yeah.
And now she's sitting there, and she had like a fucking BMW. She did real well for herself. And now she's awkwardly standing there, hoping I'm going to ask her for
a second
her number. And I'm like,
oh, really? Just a number, not even a second date?
And my sister was working at a country club at the time as a bartender.
Bushwood.
So my out was, well, maybe I'll see you back at the country club there.
Yeah.
That's how I got out
See
of it.
you at the 19th hole.
I wasn't going to ask her for a number that I was never going to call.
Yeah.
And then I never saw her again.
That was it.
Of course she can't. She's in a home right now.
She probably.
Who knows whatever happened to her?
Probably took her a little while to get over that one.
Dude, she was just like I couldn't even relate.
Yeah. It's just, that's what it is too. I can't relate. I can't really carry on conversations with girls my own age.
Oh no, I could
call me immature. I don't.
I could
enjoy them.
I could carry on the conversations, but I can't even think on a sexual level.
And I'm talking like
I could easily carry on conversations.
Sex is one thing, kind of. I'm not even talking relationship, but there's a point beyond just sex. If two people are just having sex, it's one thing, and then the other thing is you're having sex, but you're also having a conversation, like maybe a night out with sex involved. It's that night out part, or just hanging out or something, that I can't fucking deal with because I'm not I can't converse with somebody, a girl my own age.
But
very
you mean
well.
you think a woman in her mid-40s wouldn't enjoy drinking till 2 o'clock in the morning while you belt out Sweet Caroline on a Tuesday? What are you talking about?
I've taken that off my repertoire.
No more Sweet
What do you
Caroline.
mean?
No, I've given it a rest.
You mean a woman in her 40s is going to want more than just you playing video games and screaming, fuck, and firing a fake gun at the TV while your friends vomit in the fucking fire pit? That's hard to believe in.
We're all like that. We're all immature assholes.
I know.
I still do things that 20-year-olds do.
Dude, I'm having pictures of me and Ozzy. I'm going to get them framed.
Right.
It's 2 pictures from the same series.
Right.
I'm going to hang them up.
I'm not trying to be this guy. I am this guy. I dress like a fucking kid. I don't know how else to dress.
When I sit and try to talk, here's if someone's hanging out with me all night, here's what they're hearing. I will ramble on all night about commercials on TV. I'll do impressions of shit that just pop on the TV. Not trying to impress anybody. This is what I do alone. If I'm sitting there alone, I will just start rambling on about how I hate commercials, remembering lines. And I could say, it's for the show.
An older woman could appreciate that.
Sure.
She would know where you're at with those references.
She saw in the heat of the night in the theater.
There you go. Yeah, it would take a special kind of woman to remember that.
I think you need a Sex in the City type girl, Ann.
That is my nightmare woman to be stuck with.
Getting back to the golf date, my sister also goes, she's hoping to, get married and have kids. And that's always been my thing. I always wanted to be married with kids. I obviously did it later in my life. So I'm sitting there on this date. I'm like, even if there's some spark that I knew the spark wasn't going to be there, but try to keep a slightly open mind. I'm like, even if there's a spark, I literally got to get engaged 2 days later, married in a month, and then attempt to have a kid because she was already like...
Pull it out quick.
She was already... I think she was 40.
The sexiest thing I could see on a 40-year-old is a fucking hysterectomy scar. That way you know at least you're safe.
Yes. When you know that her plumbing right now is in a trash compactor, you can dump load after load in there. And that's exactly how you should say it. Well, madam.
You're full up.
By the way, Seth MacFarlane was hungover, and that's why he missed that flight.
Wow.
On that fateful?
Wow.
Not faithful. Fateful?
Oh, yeah, fateful.
Fateful day.
F-A-T-E, yeah.
Yes.
I've made that mistake for years.
Faithful?
I always say faithful.
Oh, and
it's
everybody
not that faithful.
Bitching about their ages and shit like that. Just shut up. You all get laid. I don't want to hear it.
But they have a clock. Women have a biological clock that we don't have. They literally have to get knocked up by a certain age, or they're fucking,
or they're done.
They're worthless as a gender.
They haven't done their duty.
Exactly.
But we also picked professions, because Jimmy's got the comedy
modeling
thing
and
too.
stuff, sure.
Modeling.
Yes.
And, it's kind of a young person's business, so that's in your head too. You kind of try to stay young for what you do for a living.
It does. It keeps you in a constant state of arrested development mentally, I think. It gives you certain resources where certain responsibilities you can shun. Maybe you can blow off onto somebody else where you can spend more time doing either nothing or fucking off or hanging out or just playing with your toys. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much what the fuck boat I'm in.
Do you know where age comes in? And this is where I'll notice it.
AIDS?
Age
Your
comes
ass?
in. Yes. When I get that call, why didn't you tell me? And I'm like, I forgot. No, age comes in arguments. Like when you start, there's certain things that you actually wish that, all right, if you were 30, this would be a little bit easier. That's a time where it can be hard. There's, there's the downside to it too.
Sure.
But fucking someone in their mid-20s is the upside. I'll take the unpleasant arguments over 50-year-old tits.
50-year-old.
All right, with that, it's not going to get better than that. We got a busy show today.
Yes, we do.
We got some Ricky Gervais stuff.
Yeah.
We got.
He lost a lot of weight, by the way. Did you see a photo of him today in the paper in the silver underpants?
Yeah, is that Photoshop?
No.
Buff.
He's got some fucking muscles on him. Last time we saw him, he was a doughy mess.
He's probably sick of being the fat comic, and
so he probably got a trainer and started.
Oh
eating
God,
well.
yeah. He's a millionaire.
Brett Favre, more fucking shit going on with him and masseuses. They're coming out of the woodwork.
Now they're saying when he was with the Vikings, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Not any masseuse is going to say that.
That was his last team, the Vikings. So
yeah. But they were saying it when he was with the Jets. So Jets. I thought it was like...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Why are these bitches all one team behind? What are they going to... Now the Vikings chick, is it going to come circular? Someone's going to say when he was in college and then the Packers? Jesus. What, do you report it when it happens or shut the fuck up?
Yeah. That whole family's falling apart because then you got the sister with the crystal meth.
Crystal meth.
Oh, right.
What's wrong with that?
Man. Also, I don't know if we promoted this, but it's most embarrassing tape day.
Oh, my God.
Today we're going to focus on the staff of the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yes.
And then hopefully as soon as next week, we're all bringing in more embarrassing tapes of ourselves.
I know I have something that is just horrific. It is a song that was put out when me and my brother were in a band. It wasn't Rot Gut. It was pre-Rot Gut.
Wow.
When we thought it would have been good to write a little power ballad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
Oof, this is probably the worst, most embarrassing song I've ever been party to.
Joe's probably listening now. Tell him to email it to you immediately.
Yeah, email me that goddamn stupid song. You know which one it is. I don't know when to say the name. Joe knows which one it is. It's just horrible.
Did you guys think it was going to be a big hit?
Oh, you did!
You were thinking BAB was going to pick it up?
This was when...
were you hoping for Homegrown?
No, fuck. We were going to go further than that with this one. This was a fucking power ballad like, like they were all putting out back then.
Can I talk about Homegrown?
Every bad boy has its soft side.
Can I talk about Homegrown for a second? You know, obviously, I went many years playing music. And when I was working at BAB on Long Island, I was finally starting to get a really good show together. But I had to stop my really good show to do Homegrown every night.
You know,
not once
the
a
local
week.
Angle.
Not once a week. Every fucking night I had to feature a shitty Long Island band.
Keep it local, man.
And make believe they were going to be the next Led Zeppelin.
Of course.
Every fucking night.
Your PD made you do that?
Dude, it was...
Isn't that great?
And not many bands have come out of Long Island in recent years. You know, everyone knows the biggies that came out of Long Island. You got the Pat Benatar, Billy Joel, Little Joan Jett, Zebra, if you really want to count them.
Oh, yeah. Tell me what you want.
Twisted Sister.
Is that Zebra?
Yeah, yeah.
The guy with the really high voice?
Yeah, Randy Jackson.
Eddie Money.
Eddie Money's up there, is one of them. But in recent years, nobody.
Yeah.
And when I mean recent, you know, when I was doing BAB, so shit, that's fucking 15 years ago, I guess. Something like that.
How many times did you have to play George Cintron?
Jesus.
Wow. Yeah, that's going back a ways.
But they insisted on going local and playing night.
Like,
we had a feature one.
That's good. And you could catch these guys this weekend at Cheers.
I couldn't do it.
Just bad.
What was the last band that came out of Long Island? Maybe somebody on Pal Talk knows.
Like a band.
Like a band that had a hit from Long Island.
God damn, it's got to be forever ago.
It's got to be at least 20 years at this point.
Yeah.
Is there one we're forgetting?
No, this place done dried up.
No one knows, right?
Everyone's saying Zebra?
Zebra might be the last band that came from Long Island? Wow.
A band from Bayside. I've never heard of them, so they're not fucking...
Yeah, it's got to be one where...
It's got to be like a big fucking
name
band.
We name the band and everyone goes... Yeah.
Ryan Starr.
Ryan Starr.
Oh, Jesus. Well...
No, dude, Ryan Starr is huge. He just
I
played
know.
Webster Hall.
Was he playing fucking... Was he playing the shit clubs? Did he come up through the ranks, or did he...
Oh, I don't know.
Overnight success it?
E-Rock just said Another Color. No one knows Another Color.
What's Another Color?
That was a local Long Island band. What do we know from Another Color? Oh.
Ah, hey.
My theme song.
Does this go with the embarrassing tape part of the program?
Yeah, let's start the most embarrassing tape segment.
You would play this?
Every night.
You would play this?
Every fucking night. That wasn't me. Someone imitating me.
Did you get pumped when you heard this playing?
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy's got to rub it in so bad.
I'm asking you would.
Oh, yeah. Because it was a band that made a song about me.
People are going, this sounds crazy.
Idiotic and chaotic.
Fucking E-Rock goes Another Color, and I have no memory of the band.
Wait, what?
And I forgot all about that song until today. Yuck. Yeah, every night, man. got everyone pumped to listen to my show.
What hours were you on?
Started at, I don't even remember anymore, 9 to 1, and then they moved me up to 7 to midnight.
Oh, okay. Wow, you were late night.
Yeah, at first, yeah. Dream Theater.
Dream Theater. Well,
is that the last band from Long Island? No, I mean, we nailed it. Ryan Starr is having some big-time success. He's got a theme song on TV. He's touring all over the country. Just played a sold-out show at Webster Hall.
You guys are forgetting Eddie Money.
You said
I
Eddie.
said Eddie Money.
I'm sorry.
I said Eddie Money.
These are all the bands from Long Island. Busta
Vanilla
Rhymes.
Fudge, hello.
Art Garfunkel.
Wait, Vanilla Fudge was from Long Island?
Lindsay Lohan.
She doesn't sing.
Well, she tried to.
Debbie Gibson and Tiffany, who are going to be on our show soon.
Blue Oyster Cult.
BOC. Soft White Underbelly.
Taking Back Sunday, they're pretty big.
Oh,
they're
huge.
more recent.
What?
Taking Back Sundays from Long Island?
Long Island where?
See that?
Let's see.
Wonder.
Amityville. They're my neighbors.
Oh, look at that.
Are they black?
I thought they moved out.
All right.
Mariah
Carey.
from South Amityville.
Ah, Mariah Carey.
There you go. That's the last one.
Yeah.
That's the biggie. Okay, we forgot about Mariah, who actually went to my high school. I should remember that, too.
Brand New is a pretty big band, too.
Who?
Brand New.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they get play.
Yeah. Okay, enough. Whatever. Oh, my God. This mattered for, like, maybe 200 people out there.
From Merrick.
We're going to take a break. Most embarrassing tape day. We're going to focus on the staff today.
Oh, boy.
And, we got other things, too. Stay there.
This is the Opie Anthony Show. Outrageous, borderline illegal audio entertainment. The virus. Sirius XM.
Opie and Anthony.
That's a
Most
great song.
embarrassing tape day. Yeah, it is. Little Motley Crue, right?
You know what's the tape? I thought of bringing one in today, but I'm like, we already covered mine. But I have some that we haven't.
No, we're all supposed to bring in tapes. New tapes.
Did I ever bring in? I don't know if we played this or not. The interview I did. It was after my first TV appearance, and they never played it. It was I did Friday night videos.
Oh yeah, that's the one you've been talking about.
Did I play that? It's a little.
I don't think so.
It's
no.
a minute.
Yeah, that's all we need.
Oh, it's
a
me
minute's
just
an
talking.
hour.
Oh, believe me, yeah.
A minute turns into an hour on this show.
Of me just kind of saying that I was never good in scholastics and
Scholastics.
or school or just trying to be charming and I was a faggot.
Don't try to be
I
charming.
don't think I ever used the word scholastics in my life.
I think I actually said school, but I was
I would
just
have
at
just said
school.
school. Most embarrassing tape day. Why don't we get this going, man? We could do the first one.
Love it.
Today, we're going to feature the staff, and then you definitely bring that in, Jimmy. And it's got the Power Ballad song. And I think I might go back to some college radio tapes.
By the way, Joe Curry, who, of course, was in that band also, just texted me, and he knew exactly what song I was talking about.
Boy.
He goes, this song for 100? And I was like, yeah, ding, ding, winner.
Boy.
We all know it stinks on ice.
Can you tell us the name of the song?
No. I want this to be the worst thing that's ever happened to me on the air.
Can we pencil it in for next week?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, next week we'll get the Power Ballad from Ant's old band.
I bet it's
before
not
Rock Got-
bad, though, because Ant could sing.
No.
Is it
it's
douchey?
So douche chilly bad.
Oh, you got it.
The only thing I can say that might get me out of it a little, but it won't, is that I didn't write it. Joe wrote it. My brother wrote it, which is an embarrassment for him, too.
But you could have said no.
Yeah, I could have said this sucks. I'm not singing it, but
especially being the vocalist, you could
I'm
have
not
said,
saying the name either.
You could have said
Not yet.
no.
It's so bad.
How many words are in the name? Can you tell me that? How many words?
I'm just going to say it's a kind of an obscure girl's name. Of course it is.
Oh,
it's
God.
so, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I can't even talk about it.
That's like almost like singing to a girl.
Yeah.
Kind of like Sandy or you
baby.
Like that, yeah.
An obscure girl's name. What are some of those girl name songs we have out there?
Jenny.
Jenny?
Play it again, Jenny. Jenny, who can I turn to?
What's the name of the girl name?
Roxanne.
Sweet Melissa. Hey, thanks for doing that one. I'm a big Allman Brothers fan.
Shit.
We could go with Jessica, too, I guess.
Sharona.
Sweet Caroline.
No, this is worse than anything.
Little Beth.
Worse than anything.
Oh, Laverna.
Is that it for girl name songs that we all know?
Wait. Oh, there was one. Shandy. It's an obscure Kiss one. Shandy. Not a great one. I don't.
Really?
Wait, was that? Yeah, Shandy. It was off Love Gun, or I think.
Love Gun.
Sounds like Voss singing Grease.
Oh, Shandy, baby.
Wait, Shandy.
Oh, wow, there is a song called Shandy.
It was actually big in Australia.
I used to be a big Kiss fan. Let me see if I remember this song. By Stryper.
No, it's Kiss.
I know, the video said by Stryper.
Put your hands together. Oh, this is Kiss. Oh, wow. It's a good video.
Sounds like my ballad.
He's playing the guitar in the hallway on the way to the stage singing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
They're like, come on, we have a show to do.
And he's just singing to Shandy.
Every time I find the words to end it, something in your eyes won't let it. Shandy.
Oh, not good. This was very big in Australia, I remember.
Is he singing about a she-male?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's not a good one.
This is a bad one.
I like Kiss, but this is not a good one.
Well, that is very reminiscent.
As the years go by, I like Kiss less.
Do you really?
I used to love Kiss.
I still love Kiss, but I just pick and choose.
Not a big fan anymore.
Can't enjoy Shandy. You know, you gotta love Black Diamond, though.
And I don't remember. I don't remember that song at all. Shandy. All right, most embarrassing tape day featuring the staff, of course. Travis will be the first one here.
That's from something you did yesterday.
Travis says
he got you
or
so
2
bad.
days ago.
Face.
Travis. Black Betty. Yeah, we're going to continue with the female. Female songs there. So, Travis, does this need an intro? Most embarrassing tape day, of course. Travis is what's your title around here?
Oh, Christ.
Faggot.
They call him the Nutcracker. I get it.
I don't get that.
Oh.
Thanks to you, I can't get coffee anymore.
Yeah. Thanks to me, we can't do a lot of things.
Really want to thank you for that, Travis.
Really fucking good decision making there
right on
that part. Yeah,
Jesus.
great. Jesus.
Like, now all of us starve every morning, but you keep doing what you do.
Yeah, go ahead.
And a big Montreal Canadiens fan, Travis.
Well, yeah.
How are the Canadians doing?
They lost to Buffalo last night.
Oh boy!
But I think they're still the 5th seed, 56 points, about 20 points ahead of you.
Does this need a setup?
This was a PSA. This is. I don't want to listen to this.
Why would you want to? Of course not.
I can tell you that I haven't listened to this in 13 years, and that's when it was recorded.
And this is the first time I've seen you sit down, so you're really...
Well, yeah, because
look at that.
You're really uncomfortable.
He's got a cringe.
He's trying to fold up.
He's in full cringe mode.
College radio?
No, this was for a radio station in Central Jersey.
Radio station, Central Jersey.
It was a drunk driving PSA.
Drunk driving PSA.
It won PSA of the Year.
Oh,
by the New Jersey Broadcasting Association.
Was it the only PSA put out that year?
It was either 98 or 99.
What were the other ones for, though? How to successfully rape an 8-year-old? His was the only one that made sense.
So yeah, I was 16 or 17.
16, 17. Look how long you've been in the business.
I know.
Aw.
So it's like a minute 55.
Drunk, please.
Oh, you don't want us to play the whole minute 55?
I don't think
I want to hear a minute
all we
55.
have is time on this show.
You know how PSAs, if they're 30 seconds long, are too long?
Yeah.
Wow. How long is this?
1:55.
Oh, God. That's a
An
long
infomercial.
One. It's like, right, don't drive drunk. What do you have to keep saying about it?
Take my headphones off now. And you
No.
Here's Travis kicking off most embarrassing tape
He
day
took his headphones off.
with the staff.
I went to a party, Mom. I remember what you said. You told me not to drink, Mom. So I...
You? That's you?
Say Mom again, shithead.
And you don't want... You got to talk about your mom who left you.
Well, it's like
tell me not to drink, Mom. Let me do it. Hold on. Let me just fucking figure this out from 2 seconds. You're talking, you're dead.
Wow. Look,
I'm just fucking saying, right?
Spoiler alert.
Well, spoiler alert. That's like a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, that's the only way you win PSA of the year.
I know you're dead in this.
You're dead.
You're fucking, this is like fucking Sixth Sense.
Yeah. Hi, Mom. I'm outside the synagogue. What's that pounding inside?
Oh, shit.
See, Travis's mom left the whole family.
She
for
ran
a
off with a
Jewish guy.
Jew. Oh, that's terrible.
Apparently, it's like a famous poem.
Hi,
so
Mom. Hey, Mom. Mom, I went out, Mom. I drank, Mom. Mom?
These were the last times I said that word.
Oh, shit.
All right, here we go.
I went to a party, Mom. I remember what you said.
Who invited you?
You told me not to drink, Mom. So I drank soda instead. I felt really proud inside, Mom, the way you said I would. I didn't drink and drive, Mom, even though the others said I should.
Stop saying Mom.
I know I did the right thing, Mom. I know you're always right.
There once was
now
a Jew
the
from
party's finally
Nantucket.
ending, Mom, and everyone drives out of sight. As I got into my car, Mom, I knew I'd get home in one piece. Because of the way you raised me, Mom, so responsible and sweet. I started to drive away, but as I pulled into the road, the other car didn't see me, Mom, and it hit me like a load. As I ride here on the pavement, Mom, I hear the policeman say, the other guy is drunk, and now I'm the one who pay. I'm lying here dying, Mom. I wish you'd get here soon. How come this happened to me, Mom? My life burst like a balloon. There's blood all around me, Mom. Most of it's mine. I hear the paramedics say, Mom, I'll be dead in a short time.
Jeez, nice paramedic.
I just wanted to tell you, Mom, I swear I didn't drink. It was the others, Mom. The others didn't think. He didn't know where he was going, Mike. He was probably at the same...
It's only half over.
Can somebody count the mom? How long is this poem?
And then the effect is too much. You can't even really hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I understand you're in the echoey part of death and the death throes here, but
he's in the tunnel.
He's in the tunnel. He's going toward the light.
You told me not to drink, Mom, but the paramedics, how many details are you going to give out? It's only his third year of pre-med, Mom, and he's not qualified to save me, Mom. My intestines were squeezed through my asshole, Mom. Roses are red, violets are blue. Stop taking dick from that Jew, Mom. Boo, boo, boo.
They put me on a ringer's drip, Mom. I'm waiting in the ambulance, Mom. Okay, they're trying to mend a leg, and give me a CPR, Mom.
Yeah. My Acura was crushed, Mom. The side airbags didn't work, Mom. Jesus.
My blood pressure's dropping. I'll give you a fucking number-by-number appraisal, Mom.
It's endless.
He was probably at the same party as I.
No, you got to listen to it.
The only difference is, Mom, he drank, and I will die. Why do people drink and drive, Mom? It can ruin your whole life.
Get home, asshole.
I'm feeling sharp pains now, Mom. Pains just like a knife. Ooh. The guy who hit me is walking, Mom. I don't think that's fair. I'm lying here dying, Mom.
He says I have a show to do in the morning.
Tell my brother not to cry, Mom. Tell Dad to be brave. And when I get to heaven, Mom, remember I love you when you visit my grave.
Heaven.
Someone should have told
don't go to
Mom
heaven.
not to drink and drive. If only they'd taken the time, Mom, I would still
be alive.
Yes.
My breath is getting shorter, Mom. I'm becoming very scared. Please don't cry for me, Mom, because when I needed you, you were always there. I have one last question, Mom, before I say goodbye.
Oh, Brian.
I didn't ever drink, Mom, so why am I to die?
Die.
Wow.
No, Travis, don't go.
Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mommy. I love you, Mommy.
I love it. Please don't
I'm not,
Mom. I'm not.
disappoint me and drink. Please.
I can't even look at him.
Shit, man. Yeah, wow.
Your voice is totally different. How many years ago is that?
That was 13 years ago.
Could have done cartoon voiceovers with that voice.
You're right, Mom.
That's pretty good, Mom.
It's award-winning production right there.
Hey.
What award did it win, Mom? Can they count the moms in that? There's a lot of moms.
We can give it to somebody else. but-
Maybe somebody could count the moms.
Yeah, I don't feel like playing it again.
No, I don't feel like listening to it again. That's the last
How
time.
many moms you think are in there?
I'd say somewhere between 400 and 600. Endless.
Oh. We just crashed, Mom. It's a fender bender, Mom. I got my insurance card out, Mom.
I know.
We're over at the side of the road just hanging out, Mom. It's not really serious, Mom. I'll be home later, Mom.
Sober, Mom. It meant slow on booze, enjoy the road, Mom. But the other guy was drinking, Mom, so why do I have to pay? And the more important is, Mom, why do the listeners have to pay, Mom? Because the other one's really suffering, Mom. At least I get to die, Mom. They have to remember this, Mom.
Let's go to Jonathan in Baltimore. Jonathan.
Morning, boys.
Morning.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, I remember these back in the 80s, but my car sounded like, Chevelle's and things of that nature. Travis's has a tuner car in the background.
Is that what it is? You couldn't find a good sound effect?
I didn't produce it.
Did you think that was a little sad?
Wait, you didn't even produce the
I did
award-winning PSA?
No.
Travis thinks that's a
someone
little
else did.
sad. He thinks that's a little sad. The PSA.
No.
A little bit. No. You tell me.
We pulled out into the road. Another car came. We were rear-ended. At least now I won't have to live through the shame of when I was suspended. He doesn't even. Come on, it's funny.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's on the air. It's good.
I'm jonesing for coffee.
Join the club.
Yeah.
Want to talk about how funny it is right now?
Join the fucking club, kiddo.
I'm going through coffee withdrawals, thanks to Travis.
I'm not dumb. This is smart me. I really wanted to go see Paul McCartney. Mom.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, Travis.
Oh, there's a guy counting.
Really?
16 moms so far. 26 moms.
26
Alan Johnson 11 on Twitter. Maybe it's about 26. It's got to be more than that, right?
I think so. It's 2 minutes long.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow, I was right. You want to go do another one?
Please.
These are wonderful.
Love these, Mom.
Most embarrassing tape day featuring the staff. Next week it'll be me and Ann and Jimmy.
Good luck finding anything bad for me.
I don't know who. Oh, Troy? Where's Troy?
He's coming.
I didn't even drink, but this is what I always feared. Say goodbye to my wife, my lovely wife. Oh, yeah, she's really my beard. See, because you're gay.
I'm gay, right, yeah.
What's up, Troy?
Troy in the his.
What's
going on, guys? In the his.
Hi, Troy.
Hello. The newest member of the Opie Anthony Show, Troy.
Yes.
Who likes a good conspiracy, but that's not what he's all about.
Not at all. Just thinks it's interesting.
Yeah.
Today.
What's going on in your world? Anything?
Not much, man. Just busy doing stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah.
That's good. I like things.
What's on your radar right now? Anything out there?
Where, here or
in general?
Just working on a lot of music right now. Just really excited about some stuff I'm working on. So.
Okay.
But the tape I turned in is from one of my old bands from high school.
Oh boy.
And this is when I decided that I was going to try to rap.
You're rapping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty bad, dude.
That can be embarrassing, and you're not doing it well.
The name of the group, Cornered?
Cornered was the band, yeah.
Cornered.
And the song, let the games begin?
Yes.
From 1996.
96. You're right in the fucking middle of it.
How old were you?
Right in the shit.
Right out of high school, like 18.
Any black guys in the band?
No.
So you're just going to try to latch onto that whole rap thing and steal from the black man.
I loved NWA. They were one of my favorite. Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
And the Beastie Boys. And this was sort of right in that rap rock craze when the Korn was getting big and Limp Bizkit. So I tried to, try to jump on that bandwagon. But
oh, really?
Did you like Ghetto Boys?
Ghetto Boys were cool.
Ghetto Boys.
Yeah.
Ghetto Boys.
NWA was the shit, though.
Yep. Love that one.
All right, let's take a listen. Troy rapping from 1996.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, old school.
You wanna be the best, got to fly like the rest.
What?
Yeah. Well,
there is a little tinge of,
Faith
a
No
few
More?
things in there. Faith No More is in there.
Little Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little
who
Dr.
else?
Dre.
Who do you think it sounds like?
I was way into the Beastie Boys.
Fab Five Freddy.
Yeah.
Fab
But,
Five Freddy.
Yeah, I'd say Beastie Boys ish.
Yeah, a little Beastie Boys ish.
Yeah.
I hear Public Enemy.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is every band that was
absolutely
out then. It's not, you can't say like, oh, God, ew. But it's just like, yeah, this was every band that was out then.
Yeah.
It's not that shitty.
No, that's what
It's
I'm
not
saying.
it's not that embarrassing.
It's pretty cringe-worthy for me. I mean,
Cypress Hills. All right.
Just, growing up
Right
in the
on,
suburbs and all of a sudden thinking I could rap. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's suburban white kid trying to, hip-hop it
What
up
was your
a little
look?
bit.
At that time, just regular. I was actually in a rap group after that. Then that I had a little bit different of a look, but at that time it was just kind of normal.
Nude.
Nothing. Nude.
No?
No. But it's no. It was actually that was when I first started working with computers and music. That I actually had to take a beat and loop it on a mini disc player because I didn't know how to do it. So I would just loop it, and then I learned how to sequence on top of that. So it was very archaic.
What was the name of the song?
This song? Let the Games Begin.
Oh, okay.
God, people saying I dig it, not terrible, would love to bash it, but I feel like I listened to a lot of stuff that sounded just like this. In the
That's
90s.
what it is. It's just
Carolina Man with that one.
If you said, hey, guys, I just made a rap song, here, play it, and we played it today, we'd be like, dude, it's a little dated. But considering the time it came from and everything, yeah, this ain't bad.
No.
This ain't bad.
People saying, is this really your worst stuff? They just people are thinking you just wanted one of your songs played today.
No, I don't know. It's pretty cringeworthy to me. I mean, it was the first attempt I made at rapping, so that's
Did you
why.
have to punch in a lot of vocals? Were you punching in at the end of every line because you had to breathe?
Well, it's just such elementary rapping that I kind of nailed it all, and I could do a verse and a shot. Yeah, but I mean that's when we weren't using computers; we were actually doing everything on tape. So.
I have no idea what you're saying, but
yeah, it doesn't really even matter.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
it's
doesn't
just gibberish.
Like your conspiracy talk. That's what he's rapping about. Saying you're not raging enough. Not angry enough.
Yeah.
People have said it sounds like, and then they named every band from that.
Well, that's the problem with that era. It's just, a band like Korn comes out and they put out a record that's, pretty innovative, and they were really kind of mixing the rap metal fusion.
Yes, the genres.
And then every band after just sounded exactly like that, and it just became way oversaturated.
we were big fans of Korn. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Still, I could still throw on some Korn.
First two records are amazing.
Oh,
Even the
yeah.
first Limp Bizkit record was pretty good, and then just everything started sounding like that, and all the look, every band looked exactly the same. And
white guys with dreads.
That's what happened at the end of the 80s with a hair band.
It gets watered
the
down.
bands too.
Every
It was
genre
like
gets watered down.
Every band was the blonde singer, the fucking long poodle-headed guitar player, and they were doing their fucking power ballads and it's just awfulness.
Yeah.
Awful.
But yeah, I was right in the middle of it, so.
All right,
Yeah,
very
well,
good.
all
Here's
right.
Troy's most embarrassing tape, I guess.
That's not that bad. Could have been more embarrassing.
Yeah, you got to dig a little deeper. I think you're not brave enough yet. Being the newer member of the Opie
he
Anthony
didn't want
crew.
to really put himself out there.
We still got 3 to go. E-Rock
Oh, Jesus.
is up next.
All right, this could just be.
Then we got Roland.
Roland
on Carson Daly.
Really?
And then we got, we end with Sam's embarrassing fucking tape.
Is that from his Saturday show? Sam and Dave?
Can take a break and then we can finish up most embarrassing tape.
Let us do that. No?
Opie and Anthony on the virus. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Little remix of the old Spuds Buckley, I noticed, made it.
Yeah, a little bit. The la 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 la.
La 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 la.
I heard that.
I did about, I don't know, at least 10 of those.
Really?
I was Spuds Buckley about 10 times.
Only 10 times, and
not much
still,
audio exists.
And people are
Because
still
obviously,
talking about it. So
no one, including myself, thought this was so good. I need to archive this.
yeah.
Hey man, I did what I had to get my foot in the door.
It's like those classic shows
Of
that are
this
only
dumb
a
business.
few episodes long.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
People still talk about it.
We're gonna get back to most embarrassing tape day in a minute or two. We gotta get a DVD thing working so we can play Roland's.
Yeah, that ought to take.
So we might do a couple
4 or
other
5
things,
hours.
and then we'll move back to most embarrassing tape day. How's that sound?
Yeah.
In other news, this Camden layoff is ridiculous.
Holy mother of God! If you live in Camden, just run. Flee.
They lay off half the police force.
Yep.
So basically,
And a third of the fire department.
and a third of the fire department. So Camden's going to burn down.
Yeah.
They will no longer, the police department of Camden that's left.
Uh-huh.
I feel bad for those guys.
I know, this poor bastard.
I bet you those guys were praying they were one of the ones that were going to be let go.
Fire me.
Take care of me and fire me.
Think of
Talking
the
about
worst,
the Camden
yeah.
layoff there, Jimmy.
Camden is a city with one of the worst crime rates in the country. In the country.
It's a dump.
It's that bad. So picture where you live or the worst area that you live near or something like that. Camden's worse than that, and they've just slashed half the police and a third of the fire department.
I think logically it makes sense.
Oh, of course it does. Yeah, that's what you need to save the budget.
Because no one goes through there unless you're going to that concert venue.
That's true.
And, they keep the concert venue well protected unless half those guys are gone now.
I don't know. That's going to be it's going to be I wouldn't go there.
What fucking assholes.
I didn't want to go there when it had a full police force.
I know.
This is all hack material, but imagine going through there now with half the police gone.
Unbelievable.
Who's the assholes? The state. The state's not fucking doing the right thing with our money. How could these states have an unbalanced budget?
What does a balanced budget mean?
With all the fucking money coming
right?
in.
And can't you find something else to cut aside from
There's
the police?
always something else you can
Crime is your worst problem in Camden. Crime is the worst problem. So find something else, cut that, and leave the police force in place. Jesus.
Well, for the police that are left, they will no longer respond to vehicle accidents without injuries.
So you just ram into people and wave to them. Just wave.
And I guess the insurance has to take whose word for it? What happened?
With no police report.
No police report.
And they will not respond. This is not a bit.
Yeah.
Scott and Todd would do this as a bit.
Right. What else are they not responding to?
They're not going to respond to minor theft and vandalism.
Minor theft and vandalism. So if somebody takes, like, a
chain.
Yeah, you mirror off your car.
Right.
Something like that. Or keys your car or spray paints something. As long as it's not,
that's
racial.
the vandalism part, but the minor theft, too.
Yeah, minor theft.
Ripping your fucking handbag out of your hands.
Laying
It
off
might
fucking
be.
cops.
That could also be kind of a battery thing.
Not in Camden. That's minor theft.
That's minor
In Camden.
theft.
Oh, okay.
Unfucking believable.
So
they're not responding to those. And
you want to hear from somebody in Camden?
Oh,
Sure.
Kevin from Connecticut wants to know, what about hat removal? Will they be responding to hat removal by unruly teens, as I like to call them? Unruly teens. That's how the news describes them. Yo, boy. Good luck. Good luck, Camden.
Let's go to Mike in Jersey. Mike?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Just wanted to say I work in Camden every day. I drive in. And there's like two main veins you could drive through and have no issues. And I'm curious now if we're going to have issues even driving through those spots.
You're going to have
We
issues.
never even saw cops before.
You're going to have issues everywhere in Camden now.
Yeah.
Is there a nice section of Camden? Like a little
main drag
pocket?
going to the Tweeter Center, that concert hall.
Yeah, we know about the concert place, but that's not in a nice area. They kind of fence it off so you could get in the parking lot safely. And then the venue itself looks real nice.
Yeah.
Well, then they got the aquarium and they got the baseball field, the Campbell's Field. That's it.
Right.
And then aside from there, it's war zone.
Yeah, pretty close.
Great.
All right. Let me go to Jack in Jersey. Jack.
Yo, what's happening?
Hey.
I drive a newspaper truck in Jersey.
Yeah, I got a radio show.
Yeah.
And
I like
when
blue.
the cops were around, it was really bad coming up and asking you for cigarettes, money, whatever. Now, I talked to a cop Saturday night, and he said, you just got to fend for yourself now.
That's it. Fend for yourself. When the cops tell you you have to fend for yourself, you know you're in a shit city.
I don't blame the cops.
Yeah.
What are they supposed to do?
Fuck that. They're going to now work twice as hard.
They're understaffed. They did the same thing in Newark, right? They lowered.
Yeah.
They got rid of some guys, right?
If you get rid of cops, then other people should just stop doing their jobs in those neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Like, literally, you should just let it turn into Escape from New York until the residents get so disgusted with it that the city has to do something. Why should you put your life at risk? Because those fucking assholes who don't live in those neighborhoods can't balance the budget.
Who do we blame? The government officials?
It has to be. They're the ones wasting the money.
It has to be, right?
Thank God the law-abiding citizens are really allowed to carry concealed weapons because it's very easy to get your license. And that's right.
I didn't think it would be there.
Oh, Jim, literal Jimmy. Yeah. So bad guys, all the guns they want. Law-abiding citizens, go fuck yourself. And we're taking your police protection away. We'll take away your Second Amendment right and your police protection. And you go ahead, have a great day.
Isn't that amazing? That's a great point. The state has the power to lay off those cops, and literally that's half your police force, and you're not allowed to arm yourself to protect yourself in one of the highest crime cities in the country.
Wonderful, isn't
What
it?
a dumb fucking country.
It really is.
How dumb.
Just dumb.
The fucking government officials are fucking it all up for everybody. They're
That was
fucking
his
it
best
up.
advice.
Great point, Ep.
Watch your back.
Yep. Have fun. Have
All right,
fun.
take care.
All right. I heard they let the teacher go, too.
They take your protection away, and then won't you protect yourself?
Yeah. Here we go.
Thank you,
Oh,
Tracy.
I actually just caught that.
They let
my God.
the teacher go.
That's the races in Camden, New Jersey. Wow.
Well, you got the blacks making up 35%.
The 45%.
Why is it that and then that? Oh, that's the thousands. Okay. 45% black, 43.6% Hispanic. Who the fuck is the white guy? 5.3% white. And then you got the two or more races and
Asian
2.5.
American, is that like Indian? 0.3.
Okay.
Other races alone, 0.08. So it's basically blacks win, Hispanics coming in a close second, and Whitey. Wow, what a drop off!
Well, Whitey was the police, so that number's
Yeah, that was
drop.
that number has now been sliced in half.
So that's down to 2.5%. My math is right.
Well, you know what, though? I'm thinking this. Maybe the people that make up the majority of the population in Camden will band together now and realize, all right, without police protection, maybe we should start, patrolling ourselves, clean up the neighborhood, make it
really?
a better place to live. You know, not have so many rundown houses, clean up the yards a little bit. And maybe people take pride in the neighborhood and oh, I couldn't even keep a straight face much longer. Ugh. Doomed.
Yeah.
We're doomed as a nation.
They just fucking gave up on Camden.
The minor theft. Look at this. Rich in New Hampshire. Go ahead. This is minor theft, Anthony.
Yeah.
We didn't explain it.
Oh.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
if I want to go shopping in Camden, I should be able to just walk in the store and take everything I need off the shelves and walk out. Is that how that's going to work?
I think that's kind of minor theft.
Yeah, you could probably grab
as
some
long as
food.
as long as you're not using a weapon. If all of a sudden you walk into like a 7-Eleven or whatever, and
well, you
or
can't
a
make
Wawa,
you can't get the amount up to grand theft. So
what's the amount up to grand
what
theft?
is it? $1,000?
All right,
$1,000.
So you keep going back.
So you just pick up some food. Minor theft under 100. What is that? Somebody saying? Is that
All right.
true?
But how much time has to go by between each incident?
Between each theft.
So maybe you just wait.
200 in Jersey. 200 is minor theft. So if I walk into a store and I take like $50 worth of meat from the grocery store and I walk out with it, the cops say they're not responding to that?
Have a nice dinner.
That's what they're saying. We got that.
All right.
Kenny knows this shit.
This is legalized looting.
Holy shit.
No, they're going to hire armed security, these places. They're all going to hire
there you
armed
go, there you
security.
go. Private security
But a lot of
forces.
these cops go into private security.
Until then, though, less than
Blackwater.
Less than they said it. Not going to respond to minor theft. That's walking out of a store with less than $200 of stuff.
I like. Oh, is that a Camden Street? That looks like a movie set.
That looks like The Wire.
No, it looks more like The Road.
No, that's The Wire. You're right.
No, that's The Wire, man.
That's season 3 of The Wire.
Yeah, where Snoop was hiding the bodies.
Wow, man, that is just.
Open that up again, Travis. Wow,
I was just going to say, how does it get like that?
What a
but then
shithole.
Then I just smacked myself in the head because I know how it gets like that. Oh, please.
Let me go to
Enough
Lancaster.
of this bullshit. Why do we all got to bullshit each other here? Come on!
Lancaster, what's up?
Hey, guys. Hey, I hear they're going to sub everything out to Omni Consumer Products. And a guy by the name of Dick Jones is going to come out with his version of a ED-209 to roam the street.
Fucking
Just
RoboCop.
like they did in RoboCop.
Fucking RoboCop.
RoboCop.
I got the reference, my friend.
Citizen. I would love that. No, I see private security forces like the old Blackwater that was working in Iraq. How about that? How about you just hire fucking paramilitary guys to patrol the fucking stores?
Most of the businesses don't have money to hire people like that.
They're not allowed to anyway.
Fuck, what the fuck is going on
We're
in this country?
going to take away your fucking protection and not allow you to protect yourself.
That is fucking sickening.
Great fucking place. They really did just give up on it, I guess. I guess it was like, look, this city, Camden, is costing us too much money, and it's putting out nothing in return. So let's just abandon it until it burns to the ground, and then we'll be done with it.
I believe it's called gentrification.
Gentrification!
Camden is going to be like Harlem someday. They're going to start
little
buying up
Renaissance.
that property cheap.
Yeah.
And they're going to start building nice places, and then they're going to put the police back in, and white residents are going to start moving back in.
Whitey'll come in.
And they're going to start pushing blacks.
But who's going to be the first guy that does that?
That's a risk, but
That's
it's low.
the problem.
But that's what they did in Harlem, though. You get a brownstone
Yeah.
very cheap. You could buy nice property cheap.
Let's say hi to Mark in Pittsburgh. Mark.
Mac.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Well, fuck you and fuck your Steelers. That's how I'm doing. I haven't forgotten.
We'll see what happens here on Sunday.
Sunday at 6:30. We had a right next to the Empire State Building.
Well, they were over the river. That was nice.
That's
of them
pretty
not to
close.
Fly over the city.
Coming back from the big game with the Pats. I don't know. Somehow they were able to get sort of a flyby at the Empire State Building because they got the green lights on for the Jets.
Yeah, they
right
wanted
now.
the players to see the green lights on the Empire State Building, so they requested a little flyby.
Why is that news? Are they trying to say that the pilot did something wrong, or
No. I guess they're just saying, they asked, and the tower gave them
the okay?
Gave them the okay, and the tower actually said, "Go Jets." Yeah, and then
It's
that's
such a
confusing
non-story.
because it
It
means
is a
could have
non-story,
been.
but it's on the front pages of the paper today.
So stupid.
And I was
Well, the
wondering
plane
why.
got closer so they could see the colors.
Look
News
out.
at 11.
Look
Gives a
out.
fuck.
All right, Mark, what do you got?
Hey, I heard on the news that the criminals there have had T-shirts made up yesterday with yesterday's date stating that they take over.
The criminals. Who are the
Well,
criminals?
the gangs, you know, the gangs.
The gangs and stuff, yeah, doing that.
I'm not even sure if this guy's going for a joke or if this is
No.
this is real.
This is real. Check into it. I heard it last night on the news.
You got to find this.
Yeah, there's some Camden.
The criminals got T-shirts made yesterday.
Yeah,
They're celebrating. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just what you want, right? And supposedly it's the union issue. The city tried to settle, but I guess the union held everything up.
Oh, well, were they being unreasonable?
Supposedly, who would ever think?
Like they wouldn't take, any cuts or anything, or any concessions?
I didn't hear the whole story, but I imagine that's what it is, and that's what's happening
Yeah, a
everywhere.
few
with
people
the
saying the unions didn't.
Yeah, how about it's Camden, and you probably give the guys what they got in their contract or something. It's fucking Camden. The cops probably working pretty hard in Camden, I would think.
What do they want that they aren't
okay.
getting?
Hey,
gold doubloons.
Thank you, Mark. I got to go to Philly because Joe's got a little more on the T-shirt thing. Joe?
Yeah, they got sold on 6ABC or CBS Philly last night. They had T-shirts made with the date that says "It's our time now" underneath it.
It's our time now.
Great.
Yeah,
Great. It's like the Goonies. It's our time in Camden.
The news reporter said he saw 2 or 3 drug dealers standing on the corner.
Well, almost. Yes, not quite the Goonies. I
Jesus.
It's our time now.
Travis, go to WPIV.com. Thank you, P-Roll. Here's the T-shirt that was made. News is all over it.
Oh shit, man!
Oh really? WPIV? WPVI. I made the mistake.
WPVI, Philadelphia News, weather and traffic. Bloody, 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 blah. I like when we were at the Borgata. One thing I like about going to places like that, you get that local, small city news.
Oh yeah,
and it's just not quite up to snuff with big city news. Like when you go to L.A., New York, Chicago, the big cities, they have news where the newscasters have worked their way up from these shitty little cities.
Sure.
When you go to these other cities, it's so funny to watch the news because no one's quite as attractive and they're
a little
really
off, right?
They're a little off. They can't quite get the sets. Don't look as shiny and nice.
They don't get money for their wardrobe.
No, they got to buy it themselves.
They're out of Sears trying to figure out what looks good on TV.
Yeah, they can't read quite as well.
Clothes, right.
It's just really
the lighting
funny to watch.
is off.
Yeah, the lighting isn't good.
The lighting is just a little
The sound
harsh.
isn't quite crisp and nice.
That's
It is
funny.
fun to watch.
They do their own hair.
It's great to notice.
I think that was funny for New Yorkers and New Yorkers only.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, L.A. too is
In
the
LA,
same.
I guess.
Chicago, any big city.
Wisconsin?
Well,
Did you find the
Wisconsin
T-shirt?
too.
Guy with awful guess.
Okay.
You know who would find it? Danny Ross would find it, Travis.
Not even Danny.
I bet Danny Ross would have found a picture of that shirt in a second.
This computer.
I'll blame the computer. Yeah.
Does it suck?
Don't hate the computer.
Why does our
hate
computer
the
still
operator.
suck?
What's wrong with it?
Can we get a computer that works? It's kind of important for the Opie Anthony Show. Could someone get on that? Thank you.
What's wrong with it? Everything. No, but what's wrong with it?
Oh,
Like,
really?
Websites don't load. Look.
My PC's slow. What do I do? You used to have to see that commercial for that fucking, speed up your PC. And that kid's got like, it's awesome now. And he's playing a game from 1985 on his computer. Stupid commercial stinks.
Let me go to Sam from the Outer Banks. Sam.
Hey guys,
Are you ECR News on Twitter?
yes, I am.
Oh.
Yes, I
How
am.
good am I? How good am I? Did you enjoy Jim Norton's show?
We had a great time at the show and enjoyed ourselves up there. And didn't get a chance to see you guys, but what a great night, Jimmy.
And I want to tell
you,
people
buddy.
why I know. This ECR News guy really helped me and my family out because we were down in the Outer Banks with that fucking hurricane. And big fat fucking Al Roker is basically scaring the shit out of everybody. And I'm getting my local knowledge from ECR News about what these hurricanes actually do.
Oh,
yeah, well,
fucking Al Roker had everyone, blow off their entire week vacation because there was going to be a big fucking mess down there.
Well,
and this guy's telling me, look, we go through this all the time. You're going to be completely fine right where you are.
They like panicking people.
We ended up having to evacuate because it was, mandatory, but we got to wait till the last minute.
Al Roker says racist stuff.
We didn't have to flee like the rest of the people because of Al fucking Roker.
Mm-hmm.
You suck, Al! So anyway, you were going back to the Outer Banks after the AC show. What happened?
Yeah, well, we're on the Atlantic City Expressway and looking for the sign to get on to 295 South. And there's no sign that says 295 South, and ended up staying straight and ended up on 276 and ended up in Camden. And I was like, find me an exit right now. Tell my wife, find me an exit on the iPhone so we can turn around and get the fuck back to 295. And she literally said, oh, you're overreacting. I said, no, I'm not.
No, not in Camden, man. I mean, you're on high alert when you fucking make it into Camden.
When she's screaming being gang raped, just go, oh, you're overreacting.
Yeah. You should have stopped and asked for directions. I'm sure the locals would have taken care of you.
Right, exactly.
I imagine the scene in, what was it, Vacation.
Yo, fuck your mama.
Right. Okay, see, what you got to do is, taking everything off his car.
Roll him up.
Right.
Well, we had a great time, and Jimmy, how many people were in the room, guys? We were
3,242,917.3 is my guess.
We were
about 2,600.
2,600. Wow.
Yeah, well, it was a great time. The show was outstanding. Brewer was just a riot. I mean,
he was great.
Literally, we were ready to throw up. We were laughing so hard with Brewer's set there. We went to the Late Show.
Puke people. That's good.
Brewer's ostrich impression.
I didn't see that.
If you're going to see Brewer, in the coming months, wow. Watch out for the ostrich fucking impression he does. His new bit is hilarious about going to the safari in your
Great
car.
Adventure.
He fucking nailed that experience big time during the Jim Norton Anti-Social Network concert experience.
But I'm going to be solo in Austin tomorrow, Friday, Saturday.
We weren't even talking about Austin.
Yeah, we were,
That's
though.
really weird.
Because we were talking about flying stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Cap City Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Travis, now try 6abc.com.
No, there's something wrong with this computer. Every link I click on just brings me to some spam thing. Oh,
you know what?
That's the news.
You know what? I would love to blame the company because I can't wait to blame these guys for everything that happens. But it might be the type of shit we look at on that computer.
Probably.
It's got a dirty fucking virus.
Okay, what?
Look, you sound defeated.
I am.
This
computer wins.
Go with 6abc.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
6ABC.
Hey, Sam, thank you, brother.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, I got my house, man. I'll be down in the Outer Banks again this summer.
All right, well, looks up.
With mice?
No, I'm not doing mice this year.
You in a better place?
Oh, yeah.
You are
expensive?
getting some.
Oh, yeah.
How much nicer?
I'm inviting everyone. This house is big enough for everybody.
You get a bigger, newer place?
Come on down. What?
I don't like being that far from technology. Like I like being in hotels.
They got the Wi-Fi.
No, but I mean the gentlemen's quarters.
They got the Wi-Fi, and you got your satellite TV.
I like being in a fucking 5-star hotel.
And you got AC.
That's not a real spyware detector that just popped up on your computer.
Right, Sam,
I bet it's spam.
So we're not going to.
So I click on. I type in
shot.
6wabc.com, and this is what comes up.
Spyware detector.
You are completely entrenched in spam and
fucking
spyware right now.
Windows sucks.
Windows
is horrible.
Let's go to John in Jersey.
Fucking
John,
terrible.
Hi, Chad.
I'll pull it up on my phone and I'll pass it around.
Yeah, there you
What's
go.
up? Oh, ain't got to mention on Channel 11. We're going to do it in a second. Go ahead, John.
Hey, I'm a collector for PSE&G. It's the gas and electric company.
We know what it is.
Exactly.
I'm
Sig.
sorry. And we have to go in there, for delinquents that haven't been paying their bill. And a lot of times, for most of the city, you have to have a police escort.
Just
now they're telling us
everybody.
that they no longer provide us a police escort, which just really fucking makes my job suck even worse.
So don't do it. Refuse to go.
Oh, well, I mean, that's what they're telling us, Dan. I mean, they're always preaching, health and safety and everything, but at the same time, you're talking about our company. We're losing so much money. Excuse me. And it's most of it is, in the inner cities, Newark, Trenton, Camden, and shit. And I'm telling you, man, it's crazy going in there by yourself. And now, without the help, it makes it even worse, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's just fucked up.
Wow. Imagine having to have a police escort to go and read the meters. What the fuck kind of place is this?
I would be scared if we lost half our police department in my hometown of Huntington, Long Island.
Yeah.
Just imagine it's Camden.
Nice place.
And you lose half your fucking police.
Oh, look at what just happened. Danny Ross fixed the computer. Yeah. What did he do? What did he do that our own Travis couldn't figure out?
I opened up a browser and I typed in 6abc.com. But I think what Travis didn't do, he might have not hit enter. I hit enter on it.
Oh,
what were you doing?
now?
You weren't hitting enter?
No, I was just waiting.
Why weren't you doing it? Because I have it on my iPad, too.
I was just waiting.
I'm joking.
Everyone has it.
Is there anything about the shirts?
I'm looking right now.
How come Danny did it? What kind of soup is that?
Chicken.
Why did I said the second chicken soup becomes available, I want some.
And I said it too.
And what did we have?
Nothing, no chicken soup.
Ungatsungul.
I got soup. It tastes delicious. Listen.
It sounds delicious.
Does sound good.
Want some chicken soup?
I want some motherfucking soup.
We're not going to find the T-shirt thing.
I'll find it.
George Clooney and his Sudan thing. Just stop. They're going to be fucking spade shoveling out clits for years.
Yeah.
In that place. They don't care about
Who gives
George
a fuck
Clooney.
about the Sudan? How about you worry about Camden, shithead?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go to Camden.
Exactly.
I need your help.
Which
right
has a
now.
worse crime rate than the Sudan.
Yes.
I just made that up.
Hey, Anthony, got a little mention on Channel 11 News here in New York.
Gee, I wonder what happened.
Doesn't your ex still work there?
I believe Jill does. Was it a Jill mention?
Are you guys still in touch?
Well, we got in touch for the party, for Keith's party over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, no, kind of, busy.
Did she go to it?
Things like that. Yeah, she went. We hung out.
Oh, okay.
We chit-chatted. We took some pictures. We reminisced by the fire pit. Everyone laughed and laughed. So, I think, I think we,
Would you sleep with her again?
Made amends, things like that. Would I sleep with her again if I could?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Is your neck okay? What's wrong with your neck?
Everybody laughing at me. Foul talk. No. I think she's, moved on from that.
That's why I said if you could. Believe me, I don't think she's waiting around.
Right.
Believe me, that wasn't a Jill's willing.
All right. Well, here's a little mention you got today on her traffic report, I guess.
TMZ released these photos of the Octomom, Nadia Solomon. There she is.
Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of interesting. Somewhere, there he is. She is dressed up. Okay, there he is, dressed up as a baby.
If that turns you on.
It's weird. It's a fetish shoot. Obviously, it's a fetish shoot. Look at that.
Something's wrong with
It's an LA personality named Tattoo, and apparently he paid to have these shots. That's what we're told.
You know those radio guys, Joe. You know.
Jill, do you know a thing or two about radio guys?
Yeah.
They're not good.
No.
They're not good. Did you have to dress somebody up like a baby?
Yeah, actually I did. And in a little luau outfit one time, too.
Really?
Luau?
Yeah, I do.
Leather luau?
The leather luau with the whips. I'm joking.
Was it that good?
It was good, though. Hi, Anthony.
Was it that good?
Why are you laughing, Chris?
No, because I just remember.
You're naming names.
Anyway, let's go back to Solomon. She recently went on Oprah, right?
Yeah.
Let's not talk about Anthony. Hi, Anthony. He went on Oprah about being poor.
That was like that's funny. Come on, funny's funny.
Yeah, did she really dress you up like a little babushka?
Actually, no, I was never dressed up. We never played dress up.
I want to be an
into
adult
the dress
baby.
up thing.
I want to put on like a little bonnet and wear diapers and just get love.
Do you?
And be needy.
Do you want to do that?
And suck a baba?
Oh,
no, I don't.
No.
I'd be baby Finster.
Oh, Finster, baby.
Yeah, she'd hand me my bottle. Like, I'm right.
Finster.
I want coffee in it.
Get that penis out of your mouth, Finster. You don't know where it's been.
Yeah, that was nice. Fucking funny, man. I was never dressed as a baby. I must
you
say
were.
that.
Oh, little sweetie.
She just said you were.
No.
I bet you like a little plug put in your hiney to keep doo-doo from flying out.
No. Maybe in in one of our drunken stupor nights. Who knows what happened?
Yeah.
We could put down the wine, that was for sure. Me and Jill would go through many bottles of vino.
Did she ever strap one on and fuck a baby in the ass?
I can be honest with you and say no. That never happened.
You rookie.
No, we cleared everything up. She's very cool. I got no problem with Jill.
Good old Jill. Hi, Jill. We
Hi,
should all
Jill.
say
Hi, Jill.
Hi back to Jill. We talk through our microphones.
Yes, that's pretty much our line of communication now.
Today is Most Embarrassing Tape Day. We're focusing on the staff of the Opie and Anthony Show, and then next week it'll be me and Jimmy bringing in some tapes.
Yep.
When we get back, E-Rock's Most Embarrassing Tape.
Opie and Anthony. Follow the Opie and Anthony Show on Facebook. Facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. The Virus. Sirius XM.
Hey, it's Most Embarrassing Tape Day. We're trying to figure out the DVD player so we can play Roland's, because his is more of a visual. But we're great at describing visual shit to you guys.
Shouldn't we have a DVD player, though? Like, shouldn't it just be part of standard equipment in here?
I do believe so, yes. That would be nice.
Blu-ray player, shit like that.
I think we should take management and sit them on a medieval triangle chair that opens their anus as they're lowered.
As they're lowered down their own weight.
What's that about?
Spreads their ass apart.
Something said I wanted to look up medieval torture devices.
Yeah.
And
is that the worst one, the triangle?
No, there's everyone you think is the worst. Then they go to the next one. You're like, oh yeah, that would suck just as much.
Do they have the rat one?
I haven't gotten a rat. I'll just give you the names.
Well, the rat one really fast is they make sure the rat is really hungry, and they put it on your belly with a cage on top. So obviously your belly is the bottom of the cage.
Yes.
And then it just tries to eat its way out of the cage.
Or they lay you on your stomach with the cage, and then they put like a light flame underneath the rat, and he panics and
starts
eats
digging
through you to get out.
Yeah, start trying to dig his way out of the fucking...
It's also a torture for the rat.
Of course.
But more so for the guy, I think.
But, man, they had a lot of rats back then.
Oh.
They weren't going to miss one.
They were dirty.
Yeah, what else you got?
Just the names of these. The Judas Cradle was a very painful thing that went into your hiney, shaped like a triangle. The Coffin Torture.
Well, man, he named his band perfectly.
The Brazen Bull, the Rack Torture, the Water Torture, Exposure, the Chair of Torture, the Pear of Anguish is a Lulu.
What's the Pear of Anguish?
It looks like a pear, but it separates into 4 leaves.
Oh, right, okay.
And you'd put it in the vagina of a woman or the anus of a homosexual or the mouth of a blasphemer, and you open it, and it would open and crush your teeth and skull. It's a horror. Medieval people were pieces of garbage.
Mine is called the penis of indignity. They'll put it in a woman's vagina and she cries.
I'm going to look at the rat tortures next, actually.
But they didn't have iPads back then, so what else were they supposed to do?
That's where their minds were
They
creative.
needed to be entertained.
No TV.
No TV, no iPads, no iPhones.
No motor cars.
No Blackberries.
Not a single luxury.
I'm still in. BlackBerry making a huge comeback.
Oh, God.
Huge.
You've really got to dump that thing.
I got the iPad right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Love all the Apple products, but I just don't want the iPhone.
The iPhone is like the fucking shit of... that's like the fucking thing to have.
No,
out of all these.
I got the iPad. I'm good.
Yeah, but you'll have the iPad while you just, like, have your phone. Now you have the iPad also. It's in your phone.
Once again, I cursed the person that said you haven't beat Angry Birds until you gotten 3 stars on every fucking
3 stars
board.
on everyone.
So now I'm replaying the game, and I'm losing my fucking mind.
Crazy.
Because I beat all the games, but this asshole had to say, no, not really. You have to get 3 stars on every board.
You got to get 3.
And then you officially have beaten Angry Birds.
Then you're the big man on campus.
The sliding video I just tweeted, they said it looks kind of like an Angry Birds thing. Doesn't it? Just cracking myself up today. Hey, E-Rock, get in here. It's Most Embarrassing Tape Day.
Oh. Here it comes.
Really?
Oh,
Jesus Christ. It's always a... Hi, E-Rock.
E-Rock.
Are you back on the diet?
After one day?
I thought you'd go off the diet maybe one day and get back on track. Stupid me. I'm sorry.
Baby steps.
Now, what did you have yesterday?
Baby steps.
Are you all in now? Just pizza and pasta?
Not all in, but I did treat myself to a nice lunch.
It's not called treat. treating
What'd you
yourself.
have?
I had a Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, no. The worst possible thing.
Good boy.
I do love E-Rock.
Good boy.
Philly cheesesteak.
Wow. He went from suffering to fuck all this. I'm all in.
I'm feeling guilty right now because I've been eating very low carbs because I'm eating a couple of crackers with my soup.
That's making you feel guilty.
Yeah, like I'm trying really hard to fucking eat low carbs.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, cheesesteak sounds good. Let's make love.
Was it good?
It was all right. It was dry.
You can't get
Really?
cheesesteaks in New
Yeah.
York. I figured that one out a long time
And then
ago.
you fucking get something like that, and it's not even good.
Nah, it's
that
not.
that was the disappointing part.
Why can't they figure out what they do in Philly and just bring it to New York? I don't understand
It's like
why
pizza. Why can't they figure out what's
I don't
in
understand.
California?
How hard is it to
New
do?
York pizza's delicious.
You get a bagel anywhere else, it's horrible.
Sucks.
Why can't they figure that out?
There's only
It's regional.
There's only one place
Why,
on
though?
the east side that I found that actually makes a decent cheesesteak.
Yeah.
It's called 99 Miles to Philly, and it's actually pretty good. Everywhere else around here just sucks.
Only you would know the best places.
Well, Troy
for a
introduced
cheesesteak.
me to it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, blame it on Troy.
Like the drug dealer.
All right,
I know a
E-Rock.
place. I know a guy.
It's most embarrassing tape day. What did you bring in for us?
This would be the first official time that I was actually on the air. This is from 1996. I'm 18 years old.
Oh, no.
I wasn't supposed to be on the air because I was only being hired as a board op at the time.
Uh-huh.
But the overnight guy used to constantly call me 12:30, 1:30 in the morning saying he was too sick that he needed me to come in and do his shift for
Think
him.
he was drinking?
Could be.
Yeah, I think that might be part of it.
Think there was drugs involved?
Well, that I don't know. I never saw him doing it.
So
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking,
Your
yeah.
opinion.
When he was wearing
Big
big,
trying to
heavy...
be legalese. It's 14 years ago. We don't know who this loser is.
Well, he worked here at one point. Too.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did he fuck black children?
No.
Okay,
All
not
right.
that guy.
We know who it's not.
No, but you'd walk in, he'd have a really oversized, stretched sweatpants and a T-shirt with stains all over it every time.
Yes.
But yeah, he used to do a bunch of the top 40 and rhythmic stations throughout Long Island and New York City.
I know who it is.
Yep.
You do?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I used to get calls 12:30, 1:30. Dude, I'm really sick. You got to come in. You got to come in. After like the fifth or sixth time of going in, and he never would tell management that I did his shift, like because they didn't listen at that time.
How would you do it though? Did you have to talk? Did you?
Well, the first few times that I did it, I just, he had liners and reads and stuff, so I just blew them out and just played carts and CDs and what have you. But then after the fourth time, I go, you know what? No one knows that I'm doing this. I'm just going to go on the air.
Oh boy!
So I turned.
This was his big shot.
You brought back a memory when I was doing radio in Buffalo. I couldn't do the overnight shift anymore. It was misery, and I wasn't doing anything that great. And so the board op for the AM station, he was so excited to be there because he never really got to like do anything except like hit a news sounder or something. He was just babysitting the board, doing literally nothing. So I would tape all my breaks for the entire fucking night, show him how to do it. He was so excited because he got to play all the music and then pop my voice in, and I would go home. And my 6-hour job turned into an hour job
You
for
would
a
just
while.
voice track it.
No one knew.
Oh, hooray for me! The hell with you, huh?
Because the guy wasn't going to tell on me because it gave him something to do and made his night go by way faster. Because now he's on the FM station playing music, and all he has to do is all my breaks were on cart. All right, this is the one you play in the 1 o'clock hour. This is the one in the 2.
Don't fuck it
And
up.
I went home. I got a great night's sleep.
Nice.
At this station, some of the jocks, because they still had reel-to-reel at this station, and this was a big station on Long Island, and like the overnight guy would sometimes. Thank you. Would
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Ralph Nestor.
That's right. Good old Ralph Nestor.
He would record his voice breaks on the old reel-to-reel, but I never bothered to learn that, so I decided to go on my own.
Yeah.
After the second night of doing it, somebody told them that I was on the air.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But the reason why they didn't catch it is because the company that owned the station at the time, it was in '96, so all the channels, all the radio stations were being bought out by like AM, FM, and Clear Channel and those kind of things. So this station was on the verge of being sold and everybody being wiped out.
Are you going for a new, most embarrassing tape right here?
Does this story have an ending?
People are wondering if this is the actual tape.
No.
Here's something when you tell a story, have a point. It makes it so much more interesting to the listener.
I got a visual with it, too, if you want.
They're saying if that was your first experience, they thought it was you had started on ham and Swiss radio.
Oh, see, because
ham
you love
radio,
food.
ham and Swiss, food joke.
You love food.
People love the food jokes with you, E-Rock.
Well, that's hurtful.
Can we play?
Yeah.
Here's a young E-Rock, 18 years old.
This is how I thought you were supposed to do. Top 40.
Oh.
Based on listening to other people at that station, this is how I thought you had to do it.
18 years old, that means this is 75 pounds ago.
Oh, less than that.
You were.
Oh, no, more than that. More than that, sorry. 18 years old. Oof. I was
Just count in pounds.
I was under 150 at that time.
Yeah, okay. Under 150.
All right. A young E-Rock.
This is Chancellor Media's WBLI,
You sound good.
Patchogue, Westbury, Huntington.
106.1 BLI. Nagle is in the house for Fester. Coming up now, we got Love Tribe.
That's
Did he say Nagle is in the house?
No, please rewind.
Oh, no.
I was reading the Saw Torture, and this actually stopped and made me more uncomfortable.
106.1 BLI. Nagle is in the house for Fester. Coming up now, we got Love Tribe. Stand up on BLI.
Nagle is in the house?
Yeah, that's when you call the exterminator. I have Nagles in my house.
Yes, it's in the rug. I stepped on it in the yard. You were calling yourself Nagle?
Nagle. Was it just Nagle?
Yeah.
One word.
You thought that was like a cool name?
No, I didn't know what else to do, and I thought saying my whole name would be stupid.
Oh.
So I figured I'll just go for the last name.
Nagle is in the
Since
house
I didn't have a
of
radio
pancakes.
name.
I thought he said needle in the house. Anyone else hear needle?
No, I heard Nagle.
You did hear the Nagle?
Yeah, yeah.
You were a top 40 douche.
Damn.
We hear that again? Oh, because I didn't quite catch it. Here,
Well, we got more tape.
I want to dance along with Nagle.
106.1 BLI. Nagle is in the house for Fester. Coming up now, we got Love Tribe. Stand up on BLI. 106.1 BLI. We got a little bit of expose, point of no return on BLI.
You sang it a little bit there, Nagle.
Boogie for Virginia should have said Nagle's in the fridge.
Point of no return. Are you embarrassed by that?
Did you like that one?
No.
Oh.
You can only talk 4 times an hour.
That was 4 times too much.
106.1 BLI coming at you with Voices in My Head, the hot new hit by Patrizia on BLI.
Coming at you.
106.1 BLI, reminding you to listen in 5 to 9 a.m. for the BLI Wake Up Crew. Doc Medic in for Steve Harper. Steve has the day off. Now a little bit of Club New Low. Lean on Me on 106.1 BLI.
Damn. Nagle in the hizzy.
It's not that bad.
What?
It's not that bad.
He's 18.
I don't care if he's 1. That's fucking horrid. I'm eating soup.
There's guys that sound exactly like that doing radio right now in New York City.
Exactly.
Exactly like that.
That was the first time on the air.
Well, at least you're in the house.
Yeah, but you had been making tapes and stuff, right?
No, not at that point, because I
Weren't
just...
at home.
That was the first time I was
practicing?
around equipment that I could start doing that stuff.
Talking into a hero sandwich. You weren't doing that?
Not yet.
In front of the mirror.
What was the name of the station again?
WBLI.
BLI?
Yeah.
Oh, Hoffman thought it was BLT.
Oh, see, that's BLT. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are we ready for Roland's?
Hopefully.
All right. They had to set up a DVD player for Roland's most embarrassing tape.
Yeah. This
Anything else on the Nagle?
No, that was, well, what is it? It's, is this you? Wow. You look like a young fucking, douche. You were a lot thinner. I'll give you that. Right behind the board there. Holy shit. Look at the Nagle.
I'll throw it up on Twitter.
Yeah, people can't wait to see
That's
this.
the young Nagle before it goes into the pupa phase.
He still had big legs. It was just a matter of time.
You had no hope?
You had a big root system. You got thick legs for a kid that's under 150 pounds.
Yeah, and your head was skinny, but your legs were a little
I
thick.
just stopped playing baseball by then, so.
Were you good at baseball? Your dad
was all right.
Your dad almost made.
I didn't suck, but I mean, I wasn't.
Your dad
the
almost
best.
made the majors.
Yeah, he actually he did for a little bit. I think in '68, and then blew out his knees. He was a second or third string catcher.
Was he giving you a piggyback ride?
Wasn't born yet.
Fuck.
Just unnecessary. I'm sorry, Eric.
That's all right.
So, you imagine carrying someone so fat it ruined your baseball career? Terrible. Blew out his knees.
A lot of people saying there are worse fucking DJs on their hometown fucking top 40 station than what we
Nagle
just
had
heard.
it.
Oh, that's funny, man.
It's just weird to hear you doing top 40 stuff. That's his roots, though.
And calling himself Nagle was a little, you
Yeah.
know, that was a little.
Well,
but what are you going to do?
He wanted to be a top 40
Be
jock.
like Cher or Seal or, you know,
Didn't work
one
out
name.
for you.
One
AIDS.
name. AIDS.
No,
one name.
herpes.
What position did he play in baseball?
Right field.
Of course.
That's what you were.
That's where
Dancing
the
around.
Yeah, but at least he admitted that he sucked at baseball.
So did I.
Oh, you did suck.
I said it wasn't that great. I wasn't horrible, but I wasn't
your
really.
dad
great.
must have been
Mr.
fucking...
Nagle, do you think you could cover second base?
He could cover the infield, the outfield, and half the stands.
Was your dad hoping that you were like going to make it in the majors?
Oh yeah, I think. At
When
one
did
point,
you
yeah.
realize he was very disappointed in your baseball skills?
Oh no!
Well, my brother was really good at baseball too.
Oh.
So he went to his games more than yours.
For a
Was
while,
it like the
yeah.
kid that played with Dennis Leary in the Sandlot, playing catch?
Yeah.
Was that you? All right, come here, right here.
Smalls?
Did you have to run the ball up to him?
Why don't I have my Stacy Keach Nagle drop today?
It's in your replay.
Oh yeah.
Said Bank 9.
There it is.
Bank 9.
Oh, my God.
Where the fuck is this?
Out of nowhere, a Nagle appears. The show swerves to avoid it, but there's no hope. The Nagle is just too big and has made too many mistakes. The hosts scramble to get a hold of the situation.
All right, I guess we're done with E-Rock, right? That was pretty good.
That was a good one. Not bad.
A lot of not bads today, as far as most
It's
embarrassing
not-
tape goes.
Yeah, they're not that embarrassing. It's kind of nostalgic, but not like embarrassing.
You want to move on to Roland?
Yeah, hopefully Roland's a little more embarrassing.
Where is Roland?
Because I know I'm going to win Embarrassment of the fucking Century Award next
week?
when I bring in that love ballad
I'm sure it's good.
from, I believe the band's name at the time was As Is.
Jordan writes, there's no frying in baseball.
No frying in baseball.
Hi, Roland.
Hello.
What do you think of the Jets' chances down there in Pittsburgh? I see you wearing the Jets shirt.
I hope they win.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm wearing the Jets shirt. That's pretty vintage.
They make them that way now.
I know. It's not real vintage. It's fake vintage.
Yeah.
You want to trash talk the Steelers? You're good at that.
I don't know. Don't rape people. No.
Okay, well. It's a good place to start, I guess. So you brought in a tape?
Yeah.
Tape that you're hoping is embarrassing.
It is a thinner me.
A thinner you. That's why the visual we have to
Yeah.
get.
Then I
What
take
year are
off-
we looking at here?
2003, I think.
So about 8 years ago, we got you on.
Oh, you look good there.
Carson Daly.
You look just like Carson Daly, yeah.
Yeah. Then later on, I had to take off my shirt. He made me, so that was pretty embarrassing.
Oh, boy.
All right, let's watch Roland on Carson Daly.
Right.
Most embarrassing tape day.
Oh.
Yeah, why?
Really?
Where's the sound?
I don't know.
Is it buffering? No. All right. No sound. That's the best.
Are we positive this works here, Roland?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Whoopsie.
Is the DVD full?
Sam made it.
The sound is up. The computer sound is on.
Young Sam said he made sure everything worked. So.
Yeah, huh? All the volumes
Looks like the
are
sounds
up.
is not too. The ones can hear nothing.
No, the internet's playing sound, but the you can make sure. You troubleshoot. That's what you got to do. You got to troubleshoot.
Still
Yep,
hoping to
see?
get in.
That's Now, why would that happen, Danny? Why there's sound coming out when it's the internet, but the DVD
might be
a source thing.
I'm on a different setting here. I had to log in under a different. Long story short, there might be
shit.
different settings in play right now.
Oh,
right.
damn. Hell no.
Well, all right.
Hell no.
Roland, you're on standby. We'll tinker with that shit. What's up?
He farted.
I made a bubble.
Bubble.
Like my grandmother used to say, I shot an Indian.
What?
Why? She'd always say, oh, someone shot an Indian.
That's very racist. And what does that mean?
I guess it meant that, like, I don't know, shooting an Indian. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't sound like, or maybe a silent one.
She's my grandmother. What was she supposed to say? Hey, would you shit yourself?
Your grandmother?
She was in her
Probably.
70s.
So we got an error message on the computer. By the way, the phones don't work today either.
No?
What's wrong with the phones?
Ooh, I don't know.
Drop something.
The mouse seems to have come to life and is bouncing off the wall.
Mouse is running into a cheese trap.
Can you make it easier for us to do our jobs, please?
Oh.
How come there's nothing working, though?
I don't know. Because there's some great phone calls coming in. They want to beat up Iraq. Can't go to the phones. Look at the computer. It has a big error message.
Yeah, you love those messages with the big exclamation point and the yellow triangle.
You fucked up!
I was thinking, all of a sudden, someone from management appears and offers no support for the radio program. They just seem to try and be justifying their jobs. But that doesn't stop this radio show.
That's right.
We could trudge along.
Stuff to fix today, boys. Let's get that done down the hall. Thank you.
Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler, American Idol starts up. I can't wait.
It's going to be good, though, because they got a good cast.
I haven't watched it in years, and I shan't start now because the thought of Steven Tyler.
I got a chance to think about it. And,
there we go.
You know, I looked at it and I thought about it. I looked at some, because I wasn't really into it and didn't watch the show. Right. I grabbed some DVDs and watched it, and I thought, you know what, I can do this.
Oh, that's it, huh? It's like, I
he
could
doesn't
take
even
a check.
He doesn't even sound thrilled.
I could take a check.
That's what you. That's the soundbite you want from your host, right?
Yeah.
The day American Idol's popping up again.
You want to hear? I can do this.
Right. You got the DVD working?
Yeah. Good. We're good now.
We're good. Okay. Good. Roland. So here's Roland on Carson Daly. Most embarrassing tape day.
It was very funny. And for music, we've got a mixture of UK garage, hip-hop, spoken poetry. Very cool. The Streets will play for But first, before we get things going, we have an intern that works on the show here. How many of you have an intern? Does anybody? No? You really should get one. They're great. We have this kid, Roland. It's the nicest guy in the world. He's been on the show before. We've had him up here. He works his ass off. He literally runs. Anything we ask him to do, he runs. Let me just bring out. Where's Roland? Roland, come on out.
Oh, yeah.
How about a round for
and
Roland?
You're not the nicest guy in the world.
Wow, my God.
Who's that spry AIDS patient?
Wow. There you go. Squeeze by there, Roland. Here he is. What's happening, pal? Good to see you. Oh, my God. Very speedily, I see there.
Holy shit, that can't be you.
That is me.
How many pounds?
I was like 120.
Roland, you were a slight guy.
Yeah.
And you ran down the hallway when he's
like
saying that.
Lynn.
They're playing Roland, and Roland is running faster than I've ever seen anyone in this place run.
Run faster than if Mars was chasing me.
And runs up onto the stage talking to Carson. And I am looking at you. It actually does look like if you had gotten AIDS. If the Roland we know got AIDS, this is him right before. This is him while we're saying our goodbyes to him.
It's cancer Roland.
Yes, that is Roland. I'm taking a leave of absence.
E-Rock, you got to tweet a photo of this later for the people out there. A before and after Roland fucking thing. Holy shit, I can't believe it's the same guy.
Wow, I know.
This scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, because he's about the size of Travis, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
How much you weigh now, Travis?
Like 150.
Oh, so you weigh less than Travis?
Yeah, I was like 120. Yeah.
That's like Sam.
And how much you weigh now? Just because
150.
Girls never tell.
No.
Safe to say over 200. So
you are safe.
Okay. So you're talking 100 pounds since 2003?
100 and change. Well, I'm at 990 miles to Philly also, which is delicious.
All right, let's get back to the Roland.
Let's hear this
A very
Roland.
thin Roland on Carson Daly.
As usual?
Yeah, always.
Yeah, you run, Dad. You really do run
Yeah, I
everywhere.
do run everywhere.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Are you still having a good time working on the
Oh,
show?
my God.
I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah, are you really?
Yeah.
And you got your Ed shirt on there? You're a fan of Julie Bowen's on the program?
Big fan of
Yeah?
Ed and Julie Bowen.
Would you like to meet her? Maybe we can arrange that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
How you doing?
Okay, we have Roland.
His wit stayed the same.
It's so funny because it's the same guy, but he doesn't look like the guy. This is so fucked up. It's like some skinny guy doing an impression of you.
That's so weird, man.
This is so weird.
He does these impersonations. I swear, you would think it was the real people.
You would think it was the real people.
Wow.
But
Okay.
Roland,
Slight. And he was here on the show before, and you work your butt off. We can't pay you anything, and it's tough to live in the city. So we sent you on a trip to Aspen.
Yeah.
You're a big fan of the Comedy
Comedy
Fest. Did you have
Festival,
fun at that whole thing?
It was incredible.
Yeah?
I mostly spent my time at St. Regis Hotel.
Right.
But you can put me up there, so.
Oh, I didn't? Where did we put you up there?
A different hotel.
Oh, it was like a nicer hotel?
Yeah, it was a nice hotel. It was great.
Yeah?
But everybody was at the St.
Are you doing comedy right now?
No. It wasn't really comedy.
Just don't worry about it. I talked to you on the phone. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you get altitude sickness? That's what happens to me when I'm in Aspen.
A little bit. It was just kind of.
Did you vomit at all?
No, I didn't vomit.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did you drink at all? Did you have a good time? Did you party? Did you...
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
We sent a camera crew, so let's take a look.
Oh,
We didn't go for work, right?
No,
You just went to hang.
went there, hang, and
It was the Aspen Comedy Fest, lots of stars around.
the stars snowboarded.
Right. And you, more
so
importantly, you
nervous.
didn't have to be here running around for us.
I didn't have to run around now.
All right, good. Let's take a look at intern extraordinaire Roland. Here's his time spent in Aspen. Take a look.
Nice production work there.
Getting off the plane, driving a car.
So
in
we're here. We
Aspen.
made it from New York all the way here to Aspen. I can finally breathe fresh air. It's been a long time.
Tomorrow I'm going to go hit the slopes. I figure I got to keep my head warm. So I'm going to try on some of these, see which one fits me best.
Montage of silly hats on Roland's head.
Roland's silly hat.
Hi, I'm hanging out here in the lobby with David Allen Greer. I'm graduating in May from college. Do you have any career advice for me?
Yeah, if you could your way to a mid-level position, you need to get tenure somewhere where they can never fire you, and then you don't ever have to work again.
I'm graduating in May in college. Do you have any career advice for me?
Where'd you go to college?
UNLV in Las Vegas. Hi, my eyes are from Toronto, Canada, and I'm 5'7.5" and my stocking feet. Okay.
Mike
I was wondering if you could do like an Austin line. I could do a Fat Bastard line.
Okay. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, my little baby. I know, yeah, it's pretty bad, though. Thank you.
Thanks.
Kelsey Grammer.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Sorry.
I mean, Garofalo, look, you're meeting everybody.
Middle East, Malibu, West Side. Here in Buttermilk Mountain. Gonna go meet my instructor, grab my snowboard, and hit the slopes.
Oh my God! Why are you wearing a crash helmet? You're wearing like an Evil
Be on the
Knievel
show
crash
for the
helmet.
first time. As long as I don't fall, I'll be okay.
Oh, you brute!
What year was this?
2003.
Oh, a little wave.
He's getting on the ski lift. Oh, Roland falls down trying to snowboard.
Aw, little love.
He's trying, though. I've never seen you this active in all the years I've known you put together than in this clip.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hi, hanging behind the bell stand again.
Michael
with
McKeon.
With Michael McKeon.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I can show you my room key and everything.
Oh, no, that's
really
all right.
me.
Yeah, I heard you're a Star Wars fan.
Kevin Smith.
No. Not really.
Not really?
We're a Trekker.
Trekker?
No, I like Star
You
Wars.
should show Kevin that.
Yeah, I thought you might want to know in college I won the impression for the best Chewbacca contest.
Did you?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Mm-hmm.
Wrap it up, Fuzzball.
Oh, great.
That's
Thanks.
pretty good.
Yeah, Do you do impressions?
Hold on.
No.
Oh, Judah.
You want to hear my impression of Elvis?
Can you rewind a little bit? I really do want to hear
the
the Chewbacca impression again.
Yes.
That's funny, you and Judah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What the? I'm stunned at this. I really
Yeah,
am.
I don't have much to say. I can't believe this is the same guy.
This one, Kevin used to work for The Tonight Show doing stuff around.
Oh, right,
I remember that.
Yeah, and then this would be for Judah. He was just doing bits at NBC.
That's a great Chewbacca, by the way.
It's amazing.
Did you win?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
No. Not really.
Not really?
We're a Trekker.
Trekker?
No, I like Stars, yeah. Big Stars.
Yeah, I thought you might want to know in college I wanted the impression for the best Chewbacca contest.
Did you?
Yeah.
Can I see it? Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Oh, great.
That's
like
pretty
it
good.
throws them online.
Do you do impressions?
No.
Do you want to hear my impression of Elvis?
No.
I'm having so much fun in Aspen.
Judah.
I want to come back next year. Maybe if I perfect my joke telling, they'll invite me back as a performer. What did one hot dog say to the other? Hey, Frank. Hey. Frank. Did you hear about Flasher who was thinking of retiring? He decided to stick it out one more year. Stick it out. Hey.
That's a good one.
Oh, goddamn, Roland's telling jokes.
As people walk by.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah.
Hey.
Fast forward 5 years. Oh, your dog's dead. Hey-oh. When did you become a piece of shit?
Yeah, this is the nice Roland.
Oh, my
You're all
God.
sweet.
This is the
eager
happy
boy.
to be there, Roland.
Yeah.
Wow.
See what this business does to everybody that attempts it. Yeah.
How many women with PMS does it take to change a light bulb? 6. Why? Because it just does. What brings you to Aspen?
I'm here promoting Aspen the series. It's a hot reading as well as a party that I'm throwing here at the Double Diamond on Friday.
Do you want to go over to Boogie's and grab a milkshake with me?
You got it. Let's go.
Sharing a milkshake.
Sharing a milkshake with a pretty girl walking hand in hand on the sidewalk.
So this is it, my last day in Aspen. I had a great time. Hung out with some locals, learned how to snowboard, met some great comedians. Hopefully I'll be able to come back next year. Goodbye, lobby at St. Regis Hotel. Goodbye, hot tub full of bitches that never showed up. Goodbye, Buddy Morton.
It's funny.
Thanks for all the bruises. Goodbye, shot of tequila. Goodbye, Richard Belzer. Goodbye, Mike Myers. Goodbye, Boogie's Diner. Thanks for helping me score.
I'll tell you, that fucking shot, that shot is the one thing that held over.
Yeah.
What happened to the hat? You don't have the hat still?
No.
No, that was a great looking hat.
I know it was nice.
That helped you get laid, I'm sure. What happened to the girl?
Well, what happened in Aspen stays in Aspen.
Oh yeah, right.
Ooh, someone's
that's
quick.
good. What do you have there? Some gifts for me?
Yeah, I got you some gifts in Aspen. A bear.
That's awfully nice.
It
Look at that.
bends in different positions.
Yeah, thanks, Roland. That's nice.
This here. And a big ass mug for extra juice.
Ah, perfect. This is nice. Thank you very much,
Thank
Roland.
you.
Nice to have you on. There you go. Listen, Roland, the super intern. We'll be right back with the lovely Julie Bowen right after this.
Fucking. A lot of requests to get that on YouTube there, Roland.
Well, there's a little bit more what he made me do with Julie Bowen. Which is, yeah, I think he sent it. Yeah, it's a mix.
Showing him running again.
How are you? Thank you. You're all dressed up too. What's going on?
No, you're here. And
I came for Roland.
yeah,
pretty
you see
much.
Roland?
Oh my God.
Where's Roland? We should bring him. He'd be
Where
thrilled to
is
meet
Roland?
you.
Roland needs to come out here because I'm actually going to Aspen in 2 weeks as soon as we're
You
done.
should take him with
and
you.
I'm going to get in that hot tub. I'm going to be the bitch in the hot tub waiting for him.
Roland, you're missing all this, pal.
Roland, Roland was wearing the Ed T-shirt.
Right, yeah.
He's my man.
You want? Where is he?
Erection
Want to give her a hug?
difficulties.
Come here, Roland.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, come here, running.
There's
I can't believe your bit is running.
How cute are you?
Hey, how are you?
Roland, I got a question to ask you. Are you really still in college?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I really needed to know.
Yeah, why? What do you think?
He appears to be a somewhat more mature gentleman than college.
Why? Because he's hairy?
Well,
What do you mean? Yeah.
he has hairsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You remember the last time you were on the show? He was wearing that shirt.
I was wearing that shirt. I waited for you out in the rain for an hour to escort you back up to the...
Did you really?
Yeah.
You know
great.
what? I was
Intern
so
and
nervous
stalker.
and
That's nice.
sweaty. Yeah, great.
Did you bring
Stalking.
anything for Julie from Aspen?
Well, actually, I did have this.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
my God, that's hot.
That's comedy writing.
That is so
That's
hot.
good stuff.
Where to go? Yeah, there's
no
a
one's
heart
ever tattooed my name
and
before.
her
Oh, wait,
name
hang
on
I
your
got something
arm
for
there,
you.
Roland.
Actually, I didn't bring anything, but
This is like one of those really bad reality shows that everybody's airing right now on television. You know what you should do? You should leave her the shirt.
I'll do that.
Leave her the shirt.
I'll do that.
Take it off.
Oh, Roland. Oh, my God.
Holy shit, chimp.
Wait, she starts cussing.
The man's a gamer.
You gotta go now, Roland. You gotta go. Fantastic, right?
Roland is shaved.
Ow. The winter.
I've never seen hair like that in my life.
He is toasty warm.
What do you think
no
about
matter
guys
what
like
the weather?
that? What happens when you?
Is it rude to now comment on Roland? Because I am not opposed to a back wax in that kind of situation.
Really?
Do you think?
See, I think that's worse because I could. Double. I think whatever you got, work with.
Do you think so? But not when you're knitting it together.
But when you wax, does it come off like good?
Yeah.
there's no-
Unless you have the fabled waxident.
Yeah,
which I have had.
What's that all about?
That's when the Russian.
Wow,
who is
no wonder you're always
waxing you
warm, dude. You got a
decides
fucking
that
fur
she's
jacket
gonna
on.
Do things her way.
Right.
You have a
And
spine
when you
trail of
have,
hair.
Like a jaunty cap.
Is your ass
that's
hairy?
it, or like
He
a
also
little,
shaved his
some sort of-
neckline for a V-neck shirt. Did you see that?
Can we get Roland to take his shirt off? That way we could cap the DVD and then get the before and after shirtless Roland.
No.
No. Roland, not with any, malice here or anything like that. I'm just asking. We see Roland. What happened between then and now where you gained, you put on a few pounds?
Life.
Life? Is it just life?
Well, it just back then, though, it was like when you first start out, you're excited. You don't get paid that much, so you're just grateful for anything.
Yeah.
Then year 2, 3 hits, and then SNL goes, come drink with us. There's a lot of food here.
So it's a lot of food and
The booze,
drinking
and
and inactivity?
Yeah, then once you get there, you have to run anymore. Just calm down. They're like,
Oh,
all right.
they're like, don't run.
Don't
We don't need
run.
running, Roland. That was a bit.
Yeah, then Fallon and those guys had like, hey, we want to do shots? Like, sure, it's middle of the day. Don't worry about the time. Then as the years go on,
You just became a compulsive eater. It's like a compulsion, like
don't judge.
but it's like drugs or alcohol.
Yeah, well, you didn't start eating and drinking, and
Were you like that as a kid?
no,
You were a skinny little
You
guy.
were a skinny guy.
I was a skinny guy.
Any chance you will ever be the skinny guy again?
Yes.
Really?
No.
He's the best at that.
Hell no. You see how much work that's going to be?
Wait, was
it'd be a
your
lot of
brother
work.
big by then, Roger?
My brother was always like a big guy. He would play football. I was just a small, skinny guy.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How fucked up would it be to, like, in 8 years or something, see Sam like, a big guy?
That would be the equivalent.
That would be
Being a
like,
big fat guy.
wow.
Sam 100 pounds later.
Hey.
Fuck.
Have you run into Carson?
We talk like 3-4 times a month.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we still talk.
And you see each other though?
Yeah.
Has he said, "Hey, wow, you kind of"?
Before, like in the clip, he was like a big guy. You can't tell because he always boozed like we all did.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he started losing weight. He goes, "Come on, pal, let's exercise."
Oh, so
I'm
he was trying to help you out.
You go over there.
Yeah, you go do that exercise stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with the drinking and eating.
I saw him like a few months ago. He went, "So, are you okay?"
Oh no! It's gotten to that point.
Oh,
Yeah.
you okay?
Oh boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Roland's most embarrassing tape.
That was a good one.
Not
That was a
bad.
good one.
It's
You
a
were
bit-
really nervous, Nelly.
Oh, I hated to be on TV, and Carson always thought it was funny. So
Yeah. Well, it is. That was good. That was very funny.
I was with Sacha Baron Cohen. With Ali G. We went around New Jersey in a taxi cab.
Did
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then we got thrown out because he threatened to blow up the taxi cab.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. You have that
Wow.
on video?
Yeah, it's on video. It's on NBC. That's one of the shows.
Yeah. Well, we got to get that tape on YouTube. Maybe E-Rock's channel or something. Or,
That's a good one.
or give it to me. I'll fucking put it up.
I like
whatever.
that.
But you got to see it. I mean, that's the visual's way better than the audio.
Yeah, nobody will
Holy
believe
shit.
it. But yeah.
No, it's crazy. All right, one tape to do. That would be Sam's after the break. Most embarrassing
Sam.
tape day with the staff
Yeah.
will continue.
When you need radio gold, he's the one that you call. With crappy movie reviews, wears his shirts extra small. The one you can count on the book that gets for a session, but ends every single sentence he says in a question. No pronunciation, soft-spoken and mumbles. Just try and put him behind the mic and he crumbles. Babbling moron, that's for you to decide. Bonadouche, check him out Friday wide. It's rolling, 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 rolling. It's rolling, 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 rolling. It's rolling, 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 rolling. It's rolling, 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 rolling.
It's good. I mean, had action, suspense.
Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony on the Virus, Sirius XM. The Virus, Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, he's going to own us. What happens when China decides, you know what? You guys owe too much money here in America. Do they just, like, load up the boats and have the Chinese come, officially?
Who's going to say that?
What happened?
Who?
China?
Who?
What do you mean?
From China.
Oh, you want me to say the guy's name?
Who? You don't have to say his name.
Who?
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 Obama's meeting with who?
Some guy. The Chinese guy.
Yuck. He's going to give the whole friggin' world away right now.
Obama?
Yeah.
Does China take over the country, though?
They already own a lot of it.
I know they own, but when you walk around, who gives a fuck if they own?
Yeah, no.
But what's the next level of that? Do they fucking just start shipping a bunch of people over to the States going, hey, we want a better life?
We live here now.
Yeah, we live here now. And then we become maybe, dare I say, the slaves.
Well, oh, my God. Oh.
We become the slaves for the Chinese people.
Are you using the code word now? Slave?
We become the slaves.
Right. I think
what's the next stage of this? We already know that China owns a lot of the country, but then what happens?
The who guy here, he wants to... yeah, who? From China. Who?
I don't know. Who?
Yeah, who? He wants to get off the dollar as the world denomination.
And if he says, I don't want the dollar anymore, what are we to say?
We tell him go fuck himself because we buy a lot of shit from China, but China owns a lot of our money.
They don't want the dollar? What do they want?
I don't know. They want some kind of
are we going to have to deal with
world unit, like Bill Burr said.
Are we going to have to deal with yens?
No.
Are we going to have to deal with that weird, here's 10,000 yens, I want this pack of gum thing?
Yen is Japanesey.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
What does China got?
They got the what?
Oh, they got the what?
So who?
How many what's make a dollar?
Who's coming here with the what?
I'm so confused.
Who wants what?
What is the dollar?
What?
That's what you said.
Who?
No, who's the guy?
This is the worst.
That
bit
Obama.
Ever.
I don't even know if it's a bit. That's the funny part about it.
I know.
You told me we were doing
I can
a bit.
assure you it's not.
It's not a bit?
I can assure you.
Oh, his name's who?
Who?
I thought it started with a J.
Wait, who's on first?
Is it one of those who's that start with a J?
No, those are Jews.
Oh.
Yeah, who? His name's who?
It now.
Obama's with who?
But I thought he was with Jiantu.
With a Jew? No, it's Hu Jintao.
Oh, Hu Jintao. I only saw the Jintao part.
The president of China.
So now I understand the bit. I didn't know his first name was who. I thought it was Jintao.
Hu Jintao.
Ah, Hu Jintao. What number is that when you order it?
I know. I'll have the Hu Jintao.
You got to be careful, though, because it's really spicy.
Yeah, it's very spicy. Look out.
Yeah, this fucking, they're called wands?
No, it's a yen. A yan.
A yan? So 6 point what?
6.5, about 6.6 Chinese yen equals $1.
Gotcha. Don't call this fucking show. Our phones don't work today. They'll be working again tomorrow. All right. Sam's embarrassing tape, but first,
Sam.
We're going to wrap up most embarrassing tape day featuring the staff today with Sam. You got to share, Jimmy, these medieval torture things you've been studying for the last hour, but some of the people out there need to know what you're reading about.
One is toe wedging. Well, the one I just read, I'll just read you this
What's
one.
the worst one you read so far?
It's
every one you read is the worst one.
No, but this one is. They said this the crocodile tube. The crocodile tube wasn't common, but it was used to kill many infidels and thieves. The victim was fixated inside a tube just big enough for the victim's entrance. The tube, having crocodile teeth-like spikes, was slowly compressed, leaving the victim totally immobilized.
Ow.
The torturer could see only his face and feet. With the help of carbon and fire underneath the tube, the torturer gradually heated the tube until they extracted a confession or killed the victim. The former was most common, as this is one of the cruelest and most painful tortures ever used on human beings. With the face and feet exposed, the torturer was able to inflict painful wounds on the victim. Facial mutilation and toe ripping were preferred choices.
Like, it's not bad enough you're in the tube and
With
you're
spikes.
burning with spikes. It's like, I'm going to just yank some of your toes off here and mutilate your face.
Yeah.
What a bunch of sick
Boys.
fucks.
It really is.
They really did like confessions, though, back then.
I told Anthony, I bet you when they start getting rid of some of these tortures, people were actually like, yeah, man, fucking, we're turning into we're a bunch of pussies.
A bunch of pussies.
The pussification of
of
wherever this is.
Of whatever this is now.
Whatever it is. It's still, like you said, it's still monopoly.
It's monopoly. We're still buying and
We're still
selling.
trying to figure out what the names of the countries are going to be. That's when that shit was going on, right?
That is bad shit.
CNN apologizes. You want to hear an apology?
What for?
I don't know. Let's just play it.
Before we go to break, I want to make a quick point. We were just having a discussion about the Chicago mayoral race just a moment ago. My friend Andy Shaw, who now works for a good government group out there, used the term in the crosshairs in talking about the candidates out there. We're trying to get away from that language. Andy is a good friend. He's covered politics for a long time, but we're trying to get away from using that kind of language. We won't always be perfect, so hold us accountable when we don't meet your standards.
Do you know?
You're not meeting our standards. We don't need those standards.
That's not our standards.
John King sucks.
Who
I
is
hate
he?
him.
Who is he?
And I know Pete Dominic has a nice spot on his show, and that's great for Pete and all
from
that.
CNN?
But John King is a fucking bore.
The word crosshairs has been a metaphor forever. It doesn't necessarily mean literal crosshairs.
We're not a progressive country. No. We're fucking sheep when it comes to language.
What's wrong with saying in the crosshairs? It means you're the one. You're the focal point.
We all know what it means as far as a metaphor. You're right.
It's a metaphor.
It's rhetoric.
I'll say this, though. It's easy to attack I'm saying what's wrong with us? But you know what? CNN gets the shit beat out of it by Fox. And Fox annoys me, too, with homicide bombings and their nonsense.
That was stupid.
But they're not overreacting with this rhetoric shit.
It's a bunch of nonsense.
Well, if we don't meet your standard, you groveling idiots, shut up. They're just embarrassed now because they were talking about it and blaming right-wing rhetoric. And every indicator is that this kid had nothing but hate for the right.
Yeah.
And his ideologies almost all were left-leaning. So now these dumb motherfuckers can't keep babbling about right-wing rhetoric.
Yeah,
when it's been people who knew him said he hated Bush. He wasn't a Bush guy. It's like when Bloomberg tried to blame the fucking Times Square bombing because he's a fucking very liberal guy underneath.
He is an asshole.
Maybe it was somebody who is one against.
Think it
These
was
fucking assholes.
The MO is exactly what it was. A fucking Islam. Shut up. And so what are they not going to say things like, oh, well, we're really under the gun now. And, in the crosshairs, we got him in our sights. Like, all those metaphors are just gone now.
I guess.
They're gone?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It just amazes me in America we're just taking words away. It just amazes me that we're actually doing this. It's amazing.
It's what about Bullseye?
Because it's not just
that one, Bullseye. You think they'll get that?
Because it's not just the media. I'm sure in the school systems and all that. I'm sure there's a bunch of words a bunch of words your kids can't say, or they get suspended or thrown out of school for whatever.
It's
everywhere, right?
Everywhere. It's just taking away.
In the workplace, you say one of these words that you think is totally safe, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, we've already given up on the big ones, but now it's these other words. And you're going to, get in trouble at work because you say these words?
Crosshairs means nothing when you're using it like that in a conversation about having someone in the crosshairs.
It's like
The fact that I'm sorry.
Yeah, go.
No, I'm saying the fact that we're allowing some asshole psychopath who was not influenced by rhetoric.
Right.
The media has just said
they made it up.
It's these fucking assholes.
They've decided that he was influenced by rhetoric. They decided. Has anyone asked him?
Yeah, the more they said it, too.
They had made a statement about how it was rhetoric. And instead of just admitting, you know what? We're a bunch of agenda-driven, dumb motherfuckers who spoke too soon. They now make it look like the entire country wants certain... they should all be fucking killed. I hope I'm using that metaphorically enough.
Yeah, it's a metaphor.
Assholes.
You were,
It's just
right?
a metaphor.
Kind of rhetoric
yes.
there?
I didn't mean actually killed.
You
I meant
sure?
I hope that
You
nails
sure?
should be driven through their fucking heads.
Yeah, one of these medieval tortures.
Oh, and I love to put one of these dickheads
Right up
in
John-
a crocodile tube.
Right up John King's hiney.
I like to sit him on a metal pyramid.
John King, if you watch CNN, is a bore.
Yeah.
With no sense of personality. I was going to say sense of humor, but I'll go with no sense of personality.
It's amazing.
I feel sorry
how
for
dumb they
Pete
are.
Dominic. And Pete Dominic is riffing and stuff, and John's like, doesn't know when to laugh, doesn't know when something might be funny. Oh, I hate them all, though. Hate them all.
Great.
Piers Morgan doing well in the ratings, huh?
They're
Well,
just
they have a good
tuning in
couple
to
of-
see what he's doing. That's
Like a couple of days, right?
He's getting big guests. He had Howard, and then he had the Oprah.
Ofra? Did he get Ofra?
I mean, the quality of the guest is going to drop drastically, and then we'll see what he's got. I don't know if I like him.
I didn't like him on the 3 times I saw him on that show.
America's Got Talent?
Yeah, but I guess he wasn't able to, spread his wings like he is
I'm
on
not
an
sure what
interview
I
show.
think of the Piers Morgan yet.
Yeah, I'm going to have to wait.
I don't like that they're taping interviews. I like watching live TV.
Yeah, the jury's still out with me. The jury's still out.
Is it?
Is it? It is.
Do we need to play the montage of Christian Bale, Paul Giamatti, Al Pacino, and Steve Buscemi enjoying Ricky Gervais?
I think we know that.
If they were smart, they would announce today that Ricky Gervais will be the host of the Golden Globes next year.
Ricky Gervais said no one cared. He was backstage. He was drinking with the people that the news was saying was so upset with what he was
Once
talking
again, it's
about.
the news blowing it up.
Yeah, that's
Making something out of nothing.
The news can essentially make up their own shit, and I don't think it's this conspiracy thing. I think it's they want to make a story where there is no story, so that people watch their news.
Mm-hmm.
So they make shit up. People hear it, repeat it. It gets written up in the paper, and then it becomes the truth. Like, shit becomes the truth just because it's been reported as such.
Oh, yeah, man.
And then when you come out and say, no, that isn't the way it is, people don't really believe it because, no, I saw it on the news and read it in the paper, so that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
It is really fucked up, the power they do have over what's real and what's not real anymore.
Why don't we...
Get Sam in here.
Yeah, let's get Sam in here for Most Embarrassing
Sam.
Tape Day. As we do that, Bobo recorded this for us.
Hopefully a gun cocking being pressed against his
Hi,
head.
everyone. It's me, Bobo. Are you sick of hearing my voice? Well, you're not alone. That's why the show is finally getting rid of me. My one-trick pony baby-ass dick has run its course. And now it's up to you to find the next Bobo. They were freaks before me. There were freaks after me. They were freaks before me. There will be freaks after me. If you're a monstrosity, or you know a monstrosity like me, email Opie and Anthony at SiriusXM.com and tell the show you could be a star just like I used to be. Now all I got left is my relatives, who I've had sex with. Goodbye, everybody.
This is a real contest, by the way. Okay. Are we getting anybody yet?
Not yet. That's the first time you played it.
Oh, it's not in the system yet? No. All right, yeah. So we're looking for people to kind of do like the Bobo thing, maybe the Big A thing a little bit. I mean, Big A is not replaceable, trust me.
No.
You know, maybe the half a Hulk face thing, maybe the Stalker Patty thing.
Unfortunately, the way we found all of them was very organic, very natural.
Yeah, they just came in to check out the live show.
They came in when we had like an audience, or when we were doing events. People would come up. We did the motorcycle run to Philly, and that was how we met Big A. Like, now that we don't do anything.
Yeah, but this is what they wanted.
Oh, I know.
Remember, they said this is going to be great for you guys.
Yeah.
We're going to put you in a veal box, and you don't get a live audience anymore.
Yeah, not even a window to look out and go, could you talk to that lunatic on the street? Maybe he's good for the show. We can't even do that.
No, but they said this is great.
Yeah.
You don't need a multi-million-dollar state-of-the-art studio that you guys designed personally. That's
place
silly.
over there. Nah.
That building is still there, right?
Yeah, with bleachers where the fans could just come in through metal detectors and check out the show every day. Come and go as they please. You guys, that's crazy to have that.
It really is.
What's being done in that fucking office?
Nothing.
All the shit is still there.
All the shit's still there. It's probably been scavenged.
They
and
so
stripped.
badly needed us here, and I still don't know why. They shoved us in a tiny little fucking box.
Yeah, I know why.
And got rid of our live audience that we fed off beautifully, especially on Fridays.
Fridays were great.
When a lot of people used to show up. But even on a Tuesday, you would look out on the bleachers, there'd be like 5 or 6 guys from all over the country.
Good times.
But they're like,
So
we
that's
really need
why-
you over here.
That's why we, and that's exactly how we found Boba, by the way.
Yeah, he was just sitting on the
for good
bleachers
for
one
better
day.
or worse, that's how we found him.
Right.
He was sitting on the bleachers, and we're like, what is this retard doing?
Yeah, well, they know better, Ant. We don't know shit.
Yeah.
Sam, most embarrassing tape day. And I hear you're a little nervous today, and usually you don't get nervous.
Yes, Sam's unflappable, but he's a little flapped today.
I regret bringing this tape in.
Why?
Sam,
It's
by
embarrassing.
the way, following the Travis style of getting smashed for stuff,
really?
sitting down for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Why are you sitting down?
Shoulders slumped.
I
Yeah,
see
you
that.
really are.
Your shoulders look like Joe DeRosa's right now. Non-existent.
So this is a tape that you're embarrassed of, obviously.
I am.
So it was last Saturday's show, Sam and Dave show?
No, and I challenge anybody to listen on any given Saturday because we're destroying Saturday nights.
Yeah, exactly.
In a good
Say
way.
that again.
In a good way.
Destroying Saturday night.
Are we doing your tape already?
No, this is just me talking. You asked me a question. I answered.
Oh, I thought we were already into it.
No, that's just me answering the question.
Okay.
You're live
That's
right now.
different then.
Right now, yes, I'm talking to you in person.
Oh.
Live.
Okay.
Hey, who's in Washington?
What do you mean, who's in Washington?
Who's with Obama?
I don't know. Who?
I just can't get
No,
off
no,
it.
no. I don't know.
Someone
You
said,
just said it.
Who's with Obama?
Yes.
What?
Scott McDonald 3 on Twitter says, this isn't the who bit, it's the boo bit.
Boo.
Boo.
That really does stink.
Oh. Truly a terrible.
It's horrid. Year is this?
Why is he so much shorter than Obama?
Gonna go home and have a child drown in my pool to really complete the picture. Come on, who's on first? Right, dead baby. Get it?
How old is this tape?
This tape is from my sophomore year of college.
Your what year?
Sophomore.
Sophomore?
Sophomore?
It's a PH.
You're
Sophomore.
sophomore. It's sophomore.
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 Holy fuck, you really speak oddly. You're
I'm
an
in
odd
communications.
little guy. Yeah, you are. That's,
You're an odd little guy.
that is something.
Well,
Sophomore.
Sophomore.
Did you wear a costume in your sophomore year?
No, I didn't have to.
Okay.
But Troy is not the only one who dabbled in music.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
shit. I didn't see this
Oh,
coming.
I didn't know this was going to be a
shit.
little musical number.
Well,
now, Sam, everything you've done for the show and other shows that you've been party to on this platform, nothing has given me any indication that you had any musical
Or radio
chops
talent.
or radio.
Appreciate you adding that.
But now you're telling me that perhaps this is a little foray into music for Sam?
Well, I had some guys that I hung out with in college, sophomore year.
Everyone experiments. It's okay.
No,
Don't
it
be
wasn't.
ashamed.
Not a sexual thing.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought maybe a blowjob.
And the three of us thought it would be funny, and it's just like a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
After one of my friends discovered a program called Fruity Loops on the computer where you can...
Oh, boy.
if
Fruity Loops.
we started a silly rap group.
You're trying to justify this, aren't you?
Oh, wow.
How? I don't know how.
This is bad.
That's what I did last night.
This is gonna be bad.
I was listening, trying to figure out how I could justify it or what the defense would be when I came on today.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't feel good, because I don't know what to
There was really no defense.
yeah.
You're making it look like it was more ironic than it was. I think back then, it wasn't as tongue in cheek.
Yeah, let's fool around and just laugh at this. And
But
so you
see
guys
where
were
it
like,
goes.
that's Fruity Loops right there, huh?
Yeah, we could make our own beats.
I used to use Fruity Loops all the time.
It's fun. Someone wants to know if you made any pocket money.
No, we weren't able to monetize.
As a soft, he spells it SOFFFMORE. You're sophomore.
It's actually
year.
SOU. Like
S-A-U, sophomore.
S-A-U. Like sausage.
What year? What was the name of your group?
Well,
if you had a name, that means you took it seriously.
He just turned red and started laughing.
I was
nervously.
hoping you wouldn't ask.
What was the name?
Well, this was when Eminem was hot.
Oh, shit.
You know? So what better name for a rap group than
Not S&M.
Junior Mint? You know, because Eminem...
What's that supposed to be? Some kind of sick joke?
Junior Mint.
Junior Mint.
Fuck.
M&M's.
Right.
Junior Mint is also a candy.
It's also a candy.
Like an M&M.
I can't look. I can't even look at him.
Junior Mint.
But you see, Eminem is E-M-I-N-E-M.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Junior Mint was J-O-O-N space Y-O-U-R space M apostrophe N-T.
So June, your mint.
Yeah, 3 words.
Junior Mint.
Mint. So June, your... Did it mean anything to June, your mint?
No, it didn't. It didn't mean a thing.
It sounds like an Asian person's name.
Yes.
Right.
Junior Mint was arrested
That's Obama.
for having a terrible group
Obama's
idea.
meeting
Yeah,
with them.
Obama's.
What are they eating? Who?
See, Eminem, that was his initials. That was the double meaning.
Marshall
Yeah.
Mathers, yes.
There's no meaning here.
Yes.
Why don't we play a little taste of this here?
All right.
Who did what now in this?
Yeah.
Well, there were 2 of us. I cut off the second guy's verse because why embarrass him?
Oh, you guys would go
Because-
back and forth.
No, it was I would do a verse. Norm would do a verse.
It's the real rap name.
Norm.
Well, his name was Andrew, but his uncle called him Norman No Ass, so his nickname was Norm.
All right.
And then Matt would do the hook. I left the hook on to kind of bring it together, at least a little bit.
Yeah.
But I cut off Norm's verse because why humiliate him? He's probably got a life now.
That sounds great.
All right, let's take a listen to this.
Junior Mint.
Most embarrassing tape day with Sam.
Take it easy, take it cool, act a straight up fool. Don't be surprised if you hear our beats and start to drool. My car's got big hubcaps with my bulletproof vest. I sang with Elton John and he called me 50 Cent.
Oh.
You didn't let it finish.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Well, you guys said it was embarrassing tape day.
But I didn't mean like...
I'm the funniest guy I know.
I meant embarrassing, but not like humiliating to the core.
Oh, I misunderstood then.
What did Bobby think of your rap career?
She probably clapped and danced to it like a kook.
Yeah, your mom loved it.
This will show how enabling she actually.
No, I don't actually know if she's heard this.
Really? You kept this from Mommy, Bobby, huh?
She's probably throwing out his Cub Scout uniforms right now. I raised a no talent.
What with the voice? What you trying to do?
Wow.
You was talking like a...
Yeah, you're like the rapping Duke.
Did you say rapping too?
Yes, I did.
You could change it, though.
Really?
Oh, nothing can be worse than what we just heard.
Rapping Duke, where do I find that?
I tried to do.
Rapping Dick.
I tried to do different voices.
Rapping Duke, rapping...
I'm gonna.
Douche.
What were you singing about there?
I don't know.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
what was the line with 50 Cent there?
I said it doesn't mean that's a problem.
What is it?
I said I sang with Elton John, and he called me 50 Cent.
Why?
Why'd you sing with Elton John?
Well, it was right after.
I got it. Eminem
yeah,
sang with him.
Right.
You didn't.
No. And
Yeah, so what
there
are you
was no reference to 50 Cent. I don't know what.
But
that
why
lyric.
did you even say you sang with Elton John, even though Eminem did? You're not Eminem. You're
No.
Junior
Beast. Junior Man. You got the name wrong.
It's Junior Mulata. What did you call him?
Juju Beast.
Oh.
I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing, you're a milk dud.
You want to hear more?
Oh, more than I want.
No, I mean.
Breathe.
All right, Sam doing a little rapping. For what year?
It's probably. It's probably right around 2003. That's not. That's not me.
I'll tell you one thing about the sound, though.
It's delicious.
Junior Man.
Yes.
Sounds like a #1 hit tune.
#1 hit tune.
Oh.
I write fat-ass lyrics that just don't make any sense. I'm gonna start it again. Okay, Ashton Kutcher sucks and so does Demi Moore. But Demi sucked, Ashton also, she sucks more. And I'm sorry to say it because I try not to judge. I came to write some stupid music and pack up some fudge.
You don't think that's funny?
No, I don't.
Did you write this or just
No.
wing it?
No. I wrote it. It was written down. It was written. And read.
How dare you!
I like that one. How dare you?
He's so pissed off.
Oh.
Well, Mel's talking for the audience.
No,
right
yeah,
now.
I could see where they'd be upset.
That is really bad.
It's a fucking embarrassment to me.
Sorry.
Yeah, Mel's not happy.
No.
Oh.
Good one. Why doesn't it work?
God damn.
Some fudge. What? Forget the last part. That's not what I meant. I meant to tell you about my little friend who slept in a tent. Right, so he was dreaming while I was peeping. The plumber was keeping the pipes from leaking, and the plumber woke up and he saw me looking.
What's wrong?
Oh, he was trying. That see, okay.
He was
All right.
peeping.
The rest of it, obviously, you could even say, look, I'm goofing around.
Yep.
The words are like all willy-nilly and everything. Yeah. But that part right there, you were trying very
you think
hard.
he was peeping?
Yeah, you're trying to get, like, you're very fast, very staccato, you're trying to get all the words in.
Like, you could tell there was just some part of me that wanted to just be like, this is a joke. And for somebody to be like, this is actually, you know,
then once
this is
that
actually.
part hit, you're like, oh, my talents.
Right.
Can we hear that part again? Oh,
Oh, good.
No.
You have little goose pimples.
I got goosebumps all over. Chilling. Stop being that.
Oh, God, I forgot how great those tapes are.
Oh.
Fuck you!
God, he rules.
Right, so he was dreaming while I was peeping. The plumber was keeping the pipes from leaking, and the plumber woke up and he saw me looking. I asked him to join me, but he just looked shook, so I stopped looking, ran all the way home. Broke my ass, tripped and fell on the lawn. No, got up, then went and jumped on a bus. Found a fat guy driving it named Gus. Hey, Gus, what up, dog? Man, how you been? He kicked me off the bus like, boy, you ain't my friend. Okay, some guys really just don't win. That's why Woods Junior Man gets 1 out of 10.
Stop the jagged leg. Stop the jagged leg. Stop the jagged leg. Stop the jagged leg. What the fuck is that?
Oh.
We can get this played on Shade.
Can you dig that? I knew that you could.
I think that's the last time Woo Kid invites me over to be on that show.
I was peeping. What was the plumber doing? Trying to keep in?
He was keeping leaking.
Keeping the pipes from leaking.
Or something, yeah.
There's not that much that rhymes with Eepin.
It was all because of this terrible, awful Negro.
There's not much that rhymes with Eepin?
No.
Oh, God.
Seepin'.
It's true. I could have used that.
Yeah. Sleepin'.
That's better.
Creepin'. Deepin'.
Yeah.
Cheapin'.
Cheapin'. There actually are a lot of them.
Yeah.
Of course there's something wrong with him. He's a Negro.
Beepin'.
Does rhyme with that?
Yeah. Hey.
I'm not good.
How do we turn this into a nagling?
There's nothing.
There's no way to turn this.
Wow.
Into
Yeah, we
anything.
can't even help you out here, Sam.
No.
I'm just
Well, you guys said you wanted an embarrassing tape.
That is true.
And
That
I
is
wanted
true.
to take things to the next level.
And
like
let me
I
tell
always do.
you something. You delivered, sir.
Is yours worse than Sam's?
I will go as far as to say tenfold mine is worse than Sam's.
Yes. No, it couldn't be.
We would do it tomorrow, but Jimmy's in Austin, Texas,
Yes.
so we're going
Nah,
to do it
next
next
week.
week. It's going to be me and Jimmy's embarrassing tapes.
And
ones we've never played before.
Just
you
the
got
thought-
a really good one of a
Oh, yeah,
power
it's
ballad
horrible.
of a band before Rotka.
Horrible. Just the thought of what Sam is going through and how I feel
It's horrible.
as I'm listening to the Sam thing, I'm just thinking how much worse it's going to be listening to the shit.
You want to do Battle of the Bands?
Yeah, we should. Battle of the Bands.
You should do a rap with Bob Kelly. Bob Kelly likes to rap.
Yeah.
I gave up rapping.
Kiss at the end.
Did you?
For whatever reason, yeah.
I think you still rap in your car by yourself.
Oh, I do, but not my own lyrics.
He fantasizes that he's the rapper, like Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know a Jay-Z song right now?
Yeah, I know lots of Jay-Z songs right now.
Like a good rap one?
That's what he does.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
What about when the girl sings beautifully?
Right, that's her.
Oh, I like that part.
It's not as good.
Nah. Can you do a little Jay-Z rap for us on the spot?
I feel humiliated. I don't know if I can muster up.
I'm thinking
Sure
this
you
can
can.
help your situation.
I just went through one verse in my head of this song that I have to bring in next week.
Can you at least give us the verse?
No.
Why?
Not a.
You don't have to sing the verse.
No.
Just the words to get us pumped.
Can't even do that.
Why?
Because it'll ruin. It's got to hit you like a truck. You can't have a truck slowly hit you. It has to be going and just plow into you. It's that bad. But just thinking of it, I wanted to leave the studio. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sit in here while this is happening. No, I really don't know. I just ran through
embarrassing it?
The first verse in my head. It is so. It's so gay. It's so bad.
Was
and
it
so hokey and just.
Was it a real girl?
No,
it was a
Joe
made-up girl.
wrote it.
Even
Joe wrote it. I don't know
so
where.
Maybe Joe knows the girl.
We'll probably get a backstory. I'll get a backstory from Joe. Joe could call in like after, not now, but after when I have it. And but I just thought of a verse and it's so bad. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I'll bring it in, but I might have to just go into the bathroom and lock myself in a stall and just put my head in the toilet bowl.
It's a horrible feeling.
And the sounds I make will be better than this song.
I just had my first TV set stand up.
Yeah.
Friday Night Videos, which was hideous. It's not as. I don't think it's as embarrassing.
No.
It's bad though.
Nothing's going to be as embarrassing.
worse than Junior Mint?
I already dubbed that I win.
Nothing is.
I already dubbed myself winner
of the most
embarrassing tape. Is that you, Danny?
Let me see.
That's Danny on Romper Room.
Who are you hugging?
Miss Molly, hello.
Oh, I thought that was
Miss
Miss
Molly.
Molly. You were the lady.
Look at his little hairdo.
My hairdo. Look at my little velour Junior Al Sharpton jumpsuit that I'm wearing.
And why is she holding you like
Because
that?
I'm fucking awesome.
Is there video?
There's 5 hours worth.
You spent 5 hours on Romper Room?
Well, I spent a week. How long did you spend on Romper Room, fuckface?
I wasn't there at all.
Exactly.
Couple of hours.
But the problem is it's a VHS tape, and I think it broke somewhere along the way. So
Well, Scotch tape.
Well, at first it needs to get found, and then it needs to get repaired, and then it needs to get digitized.
How's the tracking?
I don't know. That tape
Just
is
the
old.
tracking.
Oh, do we have more raps from Sam?
Oh, we sure
Yeah,
don't.
aren't there more rhymes?
The song's not over.
That's it.
Yeah, bust
That's
out
all he
some
gave
rhymes.
us.
I wanna
That's
hear
all?
Oh, that's it?
Well, I just did the one verse. I didn't want to humiliate Norm for no reason.
And then Norm did the rest, huh?
Yeah.
That last verse, I can't remember the lyrics in that last verse.
The verse we just heard? We just heard it.
We might have to start over.
Yeah, I think so.
We just heard it.
No, we didn't, Sam.
Would you sing along with it?
I could try if you want.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I don't know all the lyrics.
I'm trying.
I want the plumber part.
You want that?
I'm trying to put. I remember trying to put like vocal emotion into this song. Oh no, I can't do this.
Is it really bad?
I'm thinking about it and cringing. It's so utterly bad.
Are you going to be embarrassed?
I'm not even going to be able to. I might have to just, at the very least, I can't listen, and I'm going to have to get like under something, like a rock to crawl under.
Jesus.
It's that bad. It's so faggily sung, and so the lyrics are so hokey.
Did you think you were really hitting emotional home runs?
Yes. Yes.
Maybe Junior Mint can sample it.
Junior Mint.
It's time for Jang-a-Lang. It's time for Jang-a-Lang.
That's the chorus.
It's time for Jang-a-Lang.
What are you saying there?
Well, that's not me. That's not me.
What doesn't matter. What is he saying?
Is that Norm?
No, that's Matt singing "It's Time for Jang-a-Lang." I think it's a.
What is that?
I have no idea.
You do know.
No, I don't, because we wrote our own parts.
And you didn't even fucking...
He said, I think it's from some internet cartoon or something. I have no idea.
It is, then.
I mean, I was responsible for my part. I won't give anybody responsibility for that except me. There's nothing to be said. I mean...
Wow.
I did it.
Very bad.
That is
recorded it.
Really bad.
I like it.
You think it's good?
No.
Oh, what do you have?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I was gonna. I mean, Ant's really fucking raised the bar, so now you gotta dig even deeper. I was just gonna bring in like college radio shit, or my first professional radio job at CQ 102, Hit Music and More. I don't think I've ever played it on the show.
No, CQ 102. See what?
CQ 102, Hit Music and More.
CQ 102, Hit Music.
Can I at least be named champion of staff embarrassing tape day?
Yeah.
What happened to Danny's?
Well, like I said, I didn't. The romper room tape is still MIA at the moment, but I will bring it the second I do find it.
You bring tapes of where you were probably shitting yourself, so it's like you're a kid.
I know, but I really don't. Like I'm thinking, I'm really thinking. Like I had old production that I thought maybe would work for this, but then I listened to it and
it ruled.
No, it didn't.
And I just ruled.
It just didn't suck enough. Like it was bad, but it would have just been like playing it and been like,
yeah.
Well, I had college air checks that I was going to bring in, but then I realized that Junior Mint was far more embarrassing than any air check
Junior
could ever be.
When I was
Mint. No,
when I was doing modeling in the modeling capital of the world, Rochester, New York, I got tapes of that, but I didn't talk.
Ew.
Video?
Oh yeah.
Of you modeling?
No.
Oh, there was a Coke campaign I was involved with. One of the videos is up, but there were more.
No.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to.
It
see
had a
that.
nice run.
No.
Especially the beach party. Did I ever show the beach party?
No.
I was dancing.
I would love to see that.
On the sand. They had to find sand in Rochester, New York.
No, you weren't.
I think they shipped it in.
Tell me you weren't. What is it?
I don't know.
I got to see this.
They were selling these like Coke T-shirts, I guess.
Coke T-shirts.
And they needed models for them.
Coca-Cola?
So were they just grabbing anybody and throwing a T-shirt on them?
I would like to think it wasn't that, Anthony, but now that you're asking, I guess I have to tear down the curtain.
Tear down the curtain, put a noose on the rod, and hang yourself.
My friend Buzzy, who you know,
he
was working at the TV station. He knew I wanted to do TV.
Okay.
He said, get yourself into one of these Coke T-shirts, and you're going to be on TV, my friend.
You thought this was your big break, like you'd be discovered?
Yeah, it would lead to MTV or something. It's out there.
Whose rap group was better, mine or Troy's?
Well, depending on what. What do you mean by better?
Yeah. Who's more likely to get a record deal?
Honestly?
Yeah.
Troy Sound was kind of generic for the time. I've never heard anything like what you just played.
Thank you.
I don't know
Thank you,
what that
Danny.
was.
I'll take that as a
Never heard anything
compliment.
quite like that.
I think you should have kept going. You're going to be the new Biz Markie. You had kind of a Biz Markie thing.
Biz Markie?
Really?
Jizz Markie.
Jizz Markie.
Well, I don't think my parents had ever heard that song, so they were.
Well, can we call Bobby?
Yeah, I guess.
Bobby?
Might be a little too late today, but we got to get Bobby on the phone to.
Oh, I wouldn't be I wouldn't object to playing that again. on the phone with Bobby at a later date.
Yeah, we got.
Wait, is that thing you talked about the beach dancing online? Where is that?
What are you talking about?
Is it on YouTube?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah. We should take a quick look at that.
Is it on YouTube?
I don't know what to search for.
I don't either.
How about?
I know it was up there somewhere.
Opie.
I certainly didn't put it on my YouTube channel. Speaking of my YouTube channel,
Rochester.
I put together a best of Robert Kelly puking video yesterday. And laughed the entire time I was editing that together. There's a shot of Jimmy melting down the wall. You're laughing so hard, you and Ant. I'm telling you. I don't promote many of my videos on the show, but this one's a fucking good one. Go to Opie Radio on YouTube. It's the latest video. A montage of Bob Kelly puking.
T-shirt.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find it for tomorrow.
Opie.
We've played this before.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, I think we did. I kind of remember now.
You know what it was? It was my
really goofy.
I think it was my. I think
your demo tape.
Yeah, go demo. Just put demo in there.
Oh no!
Let me see.
You've seen this?
Oh no!
Let me look.
No, I don't want the whole demo reel. I can't sit through this.
Come on, this is great.
No. Let's go home. Let's go home.
Give it a minute. I'm not here tomorrow. I need something to go away with.
You've seen this?
Hi, I'm Opie, a starving radio personality. I need TV work. Call me. This number right here, okay? Let's check out some videotape.
This is on YouTube.
Still waiting for TV work, by the way.
Hi, I'm Opie from WCMF. You know, it's your life. But if you mess around with drugs or alcohol, it's more than just your life you're hurting.
Hey, Travis.
Think about your family. Think about your friends. Think beyond the moment. WCMF and 31 care about you.
You should be saving Sarah Connor in that jacket.
Oh, this is great.
And we are back at the fishbowl. Let's hear some noise in here. Come on, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the fishbowl.
You're
Go ahead.
Fucking 5-year-old
Thank
girls.
you very much. I would like to thank Pam Hume, Ella Friedman, Betty Brown, Aaron Becker, and Gerald Becker for their generous support today. And,
I like your tuxedo with the red cummerbund.
Like Led Zeppelin, Guns N' Roses. Why don't you give us a call right now? 325-0500. If you don't, I just might have to sing. And that's going to be ugly. So give us a call, 325-0500. Gabe, back to you.
Opie, thank you very much. Don't threaten us like that. We'd like to thank Patricia.
Don't threaten us like that.
She had some cool banter with him.
WROC TV8 and Coca-Cola
here it
heat up Rochester with our Coke TV8 team.
Nice.
Win great prizes. Silo, Spectacular, and the House of Guitars.
No
WROC TV8 spotters will be out daily in several Rochester area hotspots looking for you wearing your TV8 tee. Don't miss your chance to win big. T-shirts may be purchased at all area silos, JCPenney, and Champion Factory Outlet locations.
You looked around when they said look around. Oh God, you gotta see this, people. You gotta see this, people.
Pause this.
Just you gotta go. It's on YouTube, I gather.
It's under
Opie Demo.
Opie Demo, yeah.
You'll shit your pants.
And also, they can visit our Facebook page. And
You'll put it on the Facebook page? What's the Facebook page?
Opie and Anthony.
What?
Facebook/Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony? Okay.
That Coke shirt one
Now,
is fantastic.
Yeah. They were starting to use me a lot on local TV. What you're about to see is the end of my local TV career because I refused to wear my glasses on TV so I couldn't read the cue cards.
Why did you put it on your reel?
This is all I had.
Oh, no.
This was the last thing I did in TV for Rochester.
Midway Airlines begins operation of service
I had to broadcast live from the airport
December
all day
15th.
for Midway Airlines.
And we're celebrating the start of Midway Airlines service to Rochester. I'm Greg Hughes at the Rochester International Airport. We've been coming to you live throughout the day, introducing some of the innovative programs that Midway Airlines is bringing to Rochester's business air travelers.
Like flight?
First class that won't break the budget, Flyers First, Midway's frequent Flyers program, the Midway Airlines Executive Club with a flat annual membership that includes spouses and fantastic family programs, including fair discounts for every family member. But my favorite is the Florida Connection. This is flight 449
he just put on the sunglasses.
Because Florida's bright.
To their Philadelphia hub.
Geneseo concert. Howard Jones in concert.
Howard Jones! And you're going crazy. I made this one.
Tickets for Howard Jones are available at all Rector Theaters,
Of course they are.
the Great House of Guitars, and the Geneseo State College Union Ticket Office, or by calling 716-245-5873. Visa and MasterCard accepted. That's Howard Jones in concert May 2nd at the SUNY College of Geneseo.
Oh, my God. Nice effect.
Is that it? Please.
Please, there's got to be more.
Please.
And we'd like you to see these phones,
Okay.
and Opie is on
No,
top.
this is it.
Opie
You
is
can turn
on
this
top
off.
of the ladder,
No.
ladies and gentlemen.
No.
He did right to what you guys like me, man. You gotta get me off this thing. 325-0500.
See,
Nosebleed seat up here, man.
Oh. Wait, why are you on a ladder?
Well, you see, Anthony, I wasn't allowed down off the ladder until we made a certain amount of money.
Oh. I thought they liked you.
Yeah.
Oh. That should have ended like Brooks's scene in Shawshank.
Wow. See, there's a video watching Opie's demo reel, one of 2 parts. See, we already beat the shit out
So
of
we
each
have a
other.
video of us watching the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Worse
God.
than 2 girls, 1 cup.
Thank God. Thank God the talking car was on there. Thank
Talking
fucking
car.
God. Thank fucking God.
Is that one you made?
Yeah, I made that.
You made the
too.
car. Did you put your mouth on the grill? Was that what it was?
Yeah, but I had to make back then you had to make your lips white and then key it out.
Oh, okay. Talked.
Bobby's on the line, but we can't get to him. Bobby, if you're listening, our phones are shot today.
Bob Kelly?
Yeah, we can't pick you up, Bobby.
No, that's Sam's.
Oh, Sam's mom, Bobby.
Sam's mom.
Yeah, we can't get to her.
sorry.
So we're going to have to do that another day.
Hey, this might work.
Yeah? Bobby!
Yeah?
Oh, there she is.
Did you know that young Sam was a rap guy?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
He never played you the rap stuff?
No, I've never heard any of it.
Wow.
Good for you.
Would you like to hear a little piece?
Yeah,
She
I'll
doesn't-
hear a little piece if you got time.
We heard it already.
She did. Bobby did,
Well,
though.
I mean,
let
we could do
Bobby
this in
hear
our
it.
private time if she
Bobby,
really
can you
wants to.
bake us some more stuff? I know it's not Christmas, but your stuff is delish.
Anytime.
She's going to do it.
What are
now.
you gonna bake us?
Happy to.
Could you bake me key lime pie from scratch?
What are you doing?
Pie.
I can do that.
Who doesn't like key lime pie?
She's going to do it now, though.
I like something in an apple. Apple pie. Old-fashioned apple
Oh,
pie.
I'll go with apple pie, Bobby.
I can do apple.
She's going to make pies.
How about for tomorrow?
I don't know if I can do it for tomorrow.
Oh.
It may have to be next week.
No, that's not good enough, Bobby. I want my apple pie tomorrow or Friday.
That's not nice.
I really could go for apple pie tomorrow.
Yeah. What do you have to do instead of make us apple pie?
I have a lunch date today.
Whoa.
Oh,
a date.
Red Hat Society? Are you part of the Red Hat Society, Bobby?
No, I'm not, actually.
Date.
I've never been invited.
What kind of date?
Yeah, what kind of date? And now Sam's a little concerned.
Friend that I'm going to see, and I'll be busy all afternoon.
Oh, boy.
I'm really sorry, guys.
That's bad news.
It is a girl that you're going to see, right? A girlfriend?
It's a woman.
Oh, that's what I
Yeah,
meant.
right.
Yeah, okay, good.
Is it,
That's a good question.
is there more than lunch going on, Bobby?
Oh, boy.
No wonder you guys are having trouble with your phones.
I love talking.
Oh, yes.
I love talking to Bobby.
It's my mother, by
Bobby,
the way.
is there
I
something
know.
else going on
Keep
after
that
the
in mind.
tea?
Well, I wish you would have respect for her.
I'm just asking, Sam, very carefully.
She raised me.
I'm not asking if she's licking any box. I'm just.
No, that's what you're implying. No,
no,
you just said
I
it.
wasn't, Sam.
She's-
I was talking very vaguely.
She's still on the phone, and you just said it.
Just a lunch date, Bobby.
Listen, I want to know what this thing is with Sam and the rat.
Oh, sure, no problem.
Well, I'm glad she brought it back to that.
Junior Mints.
Yeah, he was Junior Mint.
You just pronounce it mint.
Did Sam do a disgusting rap song?
No, I'd like to talk about plumbing, Bobby.
Yeah, it was pretty dumb.
Yeah, it was just stupid.
Your plumbing's not leaking, is it, Bobby?
What's that supposed to mean?
No. Oh, my God.
Just bring
That's
it
horrible.
No,
That's a horrible thing to ask. That's my mother.
But it's in the song.
I know, but that's why I gave up rap.
How's the pipes, Bobby?
Come on. You don't have to answer that, Mom.
All right, here's Sam rapping.
We just heard this.
Yeah, but now your mom can hear it. What's that sound supposed to be?
That's potato chips.
Why?
It's funny.
No, it's not.
Take it easy, take it cool, act a straight up fool. Don't be surprised if you hear our beats and start to drool. My car's got big hubcaps with my bulletproof vest. I sang with Elton John and he called me 50 Cent. I write fat ass lyrics that just don't make any sense. I know. Fuck. I'm gonna start it again. Okay, Ashton Kutcher sucks and so does Demi Moore. But Demi sucks, Ashton also, she sucks more. And I'm sorry to say it because I try not to judge. I came to write some stupid music and pack up some fudge. What? Forget the last part, that's not what I meant. I meant to tell you about my little friend who slept in a tent. Right, so he was dreaming while I was peeping. The plumber was keeping the pipes from leaking. And the plumber woke up and he saw me looking. I asked him to join me, but he just looked shooken. So I stopped looking, ran all the way home. Broke my ass, tripped and fell on the lawn. No, got up, then went and jumped on a bus. Matter of fact, guy dog, and his name got scared. What up, dog, man? How you been? He kicked me off the bus like, oh, you ain't my friend. Okay, some guys really just don't win. That's why we do experiment. It's 1 out of 10.
Stop the jagged leg. Stop the jagged leg. Stop the jagged leg. Stop the jagged leg.
So bad. I'm so embarrassed.
Bobby, I hear Bobby laughing.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Bobby?
There's a little potty mouth in that.
Usually potty mouth.
Oh.
That may not exactly be my style, but I think Sam has got something going there, don't you?
Of course, because Sam's
Bobby
perfect,
thinks
right?
Sam
Because your
can
son's
do no
perfect and can't
wrong.
do no wrong. Get me my fucking apple pie!
Oh, Jesus.
Don't curse. It's
That's
my mom.
Sam's mommy.
That's my mother.
I want my pie tomorrow. Enough with your lunch dates, Bobby. I'm getting jealous. I need my baked goods tomorrow.
Hey, I'm going to put that on my to-do list. Make an apple pie.
Jim, are you okay? Do you have a headache or something?
Bobby knows I love her.
Jim's clutching his head.
She had such high hopes.
I know, and that, the plumber was, the pipes were leaking.
Well, that's why I asked her about her pipes.
Seepage.
Yeah, the problem of a plumber's pipes.
Yeah, like fatty cyst
tissues.
Well, I just want to thank you guys for drawing my attention to this talent I didn't know Sam had.
Yeah, we didn't know either. Still don't.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on there.
Yeah, what's the pack some fudge? A lot of people saying double meaning there, Sam.
Yeah.
Right, that's why I had to
What's
stop.
the double meaning all about?
Right.
There was you could hear me under me going, what?
You went, stop, hammer time.
Something like that.
Oh, because Norm wrote that.
Well,
Because
it's
Norm
just like,
wanted a little more than a rap career, huh?
no, I'm just saying, like, whoa, did I just say that? Oops, that's fine.
Yeah, I hated your boyish playfulness in it. It's like, what? No, I'll be start over. You know,
Yeah, it was supposed to be funny, and people go, "Aw, damn, he's starting over."
Oh, yeah.
He's whack.
Aw, damn, he is whack.
The white boy is Sam and Norm, real rappers.
And Matt.
Bottom of his feet should be whack, like in Midnight Express.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
that guy was the fat guy with the two little chubby kids.
Bobby?
Before you go off to school,
Jim,
let's beat some feet.
Are you traveling tomorrow?
Yeah, I am actually. I'm flying to Austin, thank you, Sam, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, at the Cap City Comedy. And March 5th, my Montclair Wellmont Theater tickets are on sale now.
Never care about a Jim Norton plug. Why did you do that,
really.
Sam?
Because I was going to ask if Jim wanted the other Junior Mint songs on his iPod.
You got more?
Oh, yeah.
Can you do a bonus song for us next
Come
week
on.
when we bring our most embarrassing tapes
Come
in?
on.
I don't know why.
Oh, by the way, I did mine today. Fuck that. My demo was enough.
Look, you know what? No one's even arguing. Yeah, you did.
All right, I'm done. I'm done.
That coat
I'm
shirt
done.
one where you're just spinning around and you and the girl.
Oh, your hands. The fact is, your shirt's tucked in and you have no belt, so it just looks ridiculous.
It's
It
great.
was 5 years ago.
5 years.
Yeah, it was probably more than that.
Oh, Chip.
When I made that, my wife was probably.
Oh, boy.
Let me think really fast. She was probably 5.
It's called Not Born.
Yeah.
She's probably about 5.
Yeah.
6.
Maybe 6. Bobby, where are you going to lunch?
I'm going to my friend's house.
All right,
Oh, no.
I'm showing up to make sure that there's no funny business.
You don't know where our friend
What do you
lives.
mean? There's no. It's not a public lunch. It's behind closed doors at
No,
someone's
it's not a
house.
public lunch. It's just the two of us.
What's her first name?
I'm not telling you.
Tyrone.
Oh shit!
Tyrone. Oh, shit. You know what that implies?
Black.
You guys everything on the air. She doesn't. I don't think she'd really want to be, have her name out.
Yeah.
Neither did Junior Mint.
We are terrible.
I understand, Bobby. I understand.
You're not a fan?
I hope he's killed in a rap battle.
It's a group, not a he.
Yes.
Well, Bobby, we look forward to the apple pie and possibly a little key lime pie. A little mixture would be nice.
Maybe half and half.
Now, you got a lunch date, but what about for Friday?
Well, it's going to be bad weather Friday. You guys might not even make it in.
No, that's tomorrow, Bobby.
It's going to be bad weather tomorrow?
Overnight, Thursday night to Friday. It's supposed to be bad.
Meteorologist Bobby knows.
My mom calls me when there's bad weather forecasted to remind me to take the train if I have to.
Forecast.
Must be nice, Sam.
It is.
Ugh. All right, Bobby.
All right, guys.
Oh, can I play something for you?
What are you going to play for her? What is?
I loved your Midway stuff, Opie.
My what?
Midway stuff.
The Midway stuff.
Was good. Very concise.
Oh, the plane stuff.
Yeah.
You fucking cunt.
What? Oh, no. Totally uncalled for.
Oh, my God.
Oh, totally uncalled for.
No.
Wow.
No.
Opie and Anthony. The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus.